I'm going to start doing a weekly live chat with Metal and ACR. Levi, good morning, brother. Hope you're doing well, man. We're going to try to knock this live out. Mama Bear and I are still a little under the weather, but I'm leaving to go out of town tomorrow. But I am going to do some live chats from the mountains. I want y'all to see where I'll be working. And I'm going to do a couple solo live chats from the mountains. Adrian, what's up, brother? Good morning, good morning. 10 Gauge. Bobby B, what's up, brother? Good morning, good morning. Yeah, I figured, man, I'll take my little tripod, or maybe not, just figure something out in the mountains. And before I start work every day, I'll get up a little early and do a live chat from the mountains. Good morning, Lee. Pilgrim, what's up, brother? Yeah, I'm going to do it, man. I figured we'd do it like that, and that way I can keep the live chat going and show off the different area. So, ACR, good morning, brother. Hey, man, I'm sorry I missed you in Metal's first dual live chat, man. I still don't feel 100%, but like I'm a lot better than I was yesterday, man. Just a little weak today. I tried to rest most of the day yesterday. Just kind of, I shut my cell phone completely off, and no YouTube, no social media, no nothing. I just kind of chilled here with Mama Bear, and I'll be all right. It's just stress and just everything going on and shit. So it'll be all right. Every once in a while, everybody goes through some crud feelings, and then you just like, the hell with it. Just shut the world off for a little while and chill out. But yeah, man, I'm gonna get a little something to eat today, and I got to go do my taxes. I finally got my ID or driver's license fixed. I got that fixed. So I got to go down and get that and get ready to head out of town. So.
Good morning, Elusive.
Elusive, good morning, brother. Hope you're doing well, man. Been checking out your videos.
Good morning, Adrian.
Yeah, man, I got it finally. It took a minute, man. The fucking DMV in North Carolina is. I'm not even going to get onto that topic this morning. But no, so
Mama saved the day.
Mama saved it, and Mama got me done. Hell, I didn't even have to go in. She did it through the fucking. I got my Wi-Fi back on. I went over to my, in-laws. I don't know, my in-laws. It's my daughter's father-in-law. So we agreed on a price to cut this tree branch. And I go over there, pull my 32-foot ladder up, cut the tree branch, and he comes out and he's like, hey, man, like, I know we agreed on a price, and I really appreciate you doing the job. He said, but I just didn't think that the price that we agreed on was fair. And I'm like, fuck, man. Like, why is it every time people come after me? He said, so I'm not going to just give you $200, man. I'm going to give you $300. He said, because you came out and did that, and you saved me hundreds of dollars, because a tree company for one branch probably would have charged them damn near $500-600. She wants out.
Good morning, Pilgrim.
And so I was like, okay. Like, it literally took me longer to get the ladder set up and my saw and me up the ladder than it did to cut the branch. And Mama Bear grabbed it, pulled it away from the little play swing set that they had, hit the ground, and cut it up. I was out of there in less than 15 minutes. Now, Levi, it's not, brother. And he's my daughter's father-in-law. Like, he's a really nice guy. He looks out for my daughter and my little granddaughter. Sassy's just having a rough morning, guys. Her belly hurts. She wants out. And so I was like, are you sure, man? Like, we agreed on 200. I told him 150, because it really wasn't that. It was a tree branch about that big, about 10 foot long. It was kind of weird because I had to cut it away from a play set. And he was like, no, man. He was like, you saved me hundreds of dollars. He was like, I know for a fact that if a tree company came out, it would have been at least minimum probably $500 to $600. And I was like, okay, like, if you're cool with that, I am, so that helped out a lot too. We got the Wi-Fi back on, and I actually got a little money in my gun safe for once. So yeah, he's a good guy, man. And and he's got a really, my hair is a mess. Sorry guys, I'm a little rough. Sassy is doing great. The puppies are fucking great, man. They're going everywhere. They're all asleep right now, all over the bed.
They got their nights and days mixed
Yeah,
up.
they got they like to stay up and party all night and sleep all day. So Miss Teresa, good morning. But yeah, they're doing great, man. They're for what, 9 days, 10 days old now. Man, they're all over the place. Their little eyes aren't even open, and they walk everywhere. Like, you got to watch them, because if not, we've had a couple fall off the bed. They don't hurt them, but it scares the shit out of me. But hey, it's cool, man. It was we've coming up like names for them all, and we got 2 that are almost like twins. So Mama was like, I want to do something that like their names are together. Oh, glory. Oh, I always thank God for the blessings, brother. Like that was a huge blessing. But yeah, I definitely thanked him. Because that was I was already like, hey man, you know, we made $200. Like, hell yeah, that's a good little lick for just 20 minutes worth of work. And then he came out and did that. And I was like, oh, thank the Lord. And he knows our situation, man. He knows we're struggling. But I woke up to some news this morning too. So my buddy I'm heading out of town with, I've been working with a guy on the other company that I was working with, his landlord. We've been doing a bunch of work from him. Bill, Andy, what's up, brother? And he said this morning when I turned my phone back on, he was like, look, man, when we come back in from out of town, he wants to like give you pretty much the whole inside of that house to redo. So I was like, okay, like that's cool with me, man. Like I'm cool with that. And that was the thing over there when we were fixing shit and redoing stuff, the guys weren't doing it right. And when I tried to tell them that they weren't doing it right, they kind of look at me, dude, I've been doing construction work since I was 16 and I'm 46, man. Do the math. And been around the block. I've built a few houses and did a few things. And I tried to explain that to everybody. I'm like, dude, I do know what the fuck I'm doing. And they just kind of one in one eye out the other. So he's like, man, I know you know what you're doing. And I heard you tell them that they were doing it wrong. Now that whole entire floor that we put in, we're going to rip that motherfucker back up and we're going to do it the right way. Because Mama Bear had to run outside with Sassy right quick. We can't see her on the camera. She's right there eating grass. I'm just looking, guys. Sorry. But yeah, so I was like, okay, you know, it's cool with me, man. I mean, be a little money. I'm trying to get some money stashed away in the gun safe. I like having a little pad in there. But man, ACR, I missed that live chat with you in the middle last night, dude. Dude, always, Adrian. Like, man, I've been doing construction work, man, all phases of it. Like, I never really did like I did heating and air when I first started, but like electrical, I've done a little bit of that, a little bit of plumbing. Like I've helped people remodel homes. I mean, my old boss, Russ, me and him and his brother literally remodeled their entire kitchen from the fucking floor up, tore the whole floor out, new joists, new flooring, tile, everything. Like I know how to do all of it. And I tried to explain that to everybody and they're like, oh man, you know, well, this is how we're going to do it. And now the guy's not happy with it. And he told my buddy, he was like, man, I heard Twin. Well, he don't call me Twin, but he's like, I heard him tell him that they're doing it wrong, man. He was like, and they're not listening to him. He was like, so I'm going to hire him and you to tear this whole shit back up and we're going to redo it. And I mean, it's going to cause some ripples in the pool, but I mean, I got to look out what's best for my family, man. You know what I mean? So yeah, because I was talking to Metal on our group chat and he was talking about maybe we can us three do a weekly one, man. I'm cool with that. Like, so, but yeah, I figured I'd take I'm getting super busy at the moment, struggling to do videos. Honestly, Elusive, doing YouTube is a part-time job, dude. Like doing the live chats for 2 hours every morning before the day starts is the easy part of it. But like doing the videos that people don't realize that it took me 15 tries to do that one 15-minute video, you know, because I'll stop in the middle of it because I fucking say a word wrong or Mama Bear will tell you I'm the world's worst. I'll have like a 10-minute video of like, and it's almost to the T what I want to do. And one word will come out wrong or I'll like on one of my videos, I said 1,000 clicks when I meant to say a click. And I'll start the whole video over. And that used to be real bad. Now I'll let a little more shit slide, but once I get back from the mountains, I'll have some videos up and ready to go. We got a baby. Speaking of the babies, here's Yogi. There, look how pretty he is, man. He said, I don't like to be on the camera, but he said, I was looking for my mommy, but she's not in here. We got puppies everywhere in here. But it is, man. It's like I said, it's like a part-time job. But if it wasn't for YouTube, I wouldn't know all of you. And so that's another blessing that I count every day, man, that social media has opened my world up to so many awesome people and shit. So he's not a happy baby. Now he's got his brothers and sisters over here crying. They're everywhere on the bed, man. And freaking Blue is a freaking beast, man. She was a little bitty tiny one when she was born first. Y'all all saw her. Now she's probably one of the biggest ones. Hey, man, I sent some of that heat over here because this morning when we woke up, it was 37 degrees, highs in the 60s today. And I think we got a bunch of rain coming for the next couple of days, which I hate leaving Mama when it's raining, but. Thanks, Miss Teresa, because, and that's one thing that you guys always say about us, man. Like I try to keep it real with you guys. Like as far as everything, you know, I try to keep it real, and I'm just human. You know what I mean? Like we're gonna make mistakes because I mean, 1,000 clicks is what, like 60 some miles, and I didn't even think about it when I was walking through the woods. I meant to say 1 click. That road is about 1,000 yards from where I was walking into the woods, and I said like it was just wrong. And so many people called me out on that motherfucking shit too. They're like, man, that's 60 some miles away. How you gonna hear it? My bad. My bad. 28 in Plymouth this morning. Damn. How you got snow up there, Pilgrim? I know a lot of these people got a lot of my northern friends. And so that Mama Bear, Yogi Bear loves Mama Bear. Like when we lay down to go to sleep, she has him over next to her on the bed so she can kind of take crack. He looks and crawls right up on her, and he won't go to sleep unless he's laying on her. So all these pups are going to be really, really well socialized with humans, man. They're going to be really, really well. I mean, you guys know they have been hands-on since they came out of their mom, so they will definitely be well socialized pups. So far, 2 are gone. BBW wants one, and a friend of mine, Jennifer, in North Carolina, she's pretty cool, man. She wants one, and I'm not charging them. They're friends. But anybody else wants a pup other than one of y'all, if y'all actually wanted one. But anybody around here, they're going to be $300 to $800 because I'm not. I've found out that if you charge somebody for, like, I don't mind giving the pups to people. Like, if the right person came up, I would probably, oh, man. She's Mama Bear and Sassy keep up with them, man. They're Sassy. It's not her first litter. And it's definitely not Mama Bear's. It's her 3rd litter of pups that she's had with just Sassy. Well, it's our 4th litter, but 3 from Sassy. And then Luna had one. But yeah, like I don't mind giving the pups to people, like especially if I know they're going to take care of them. But people I don't know, they're going to pay something, because if you pay for an animal, more than likely you're not going to abuse it and leave it out on the chain. That's an investment, you know. Especially these pups, because they're very well bred. So they would make really, really good hog hunting dogs, because that's basically what the bloodlines I have are. They're not fighting dogs. They're not match dogs. They're not anything like that. I don't believe in fighting dogs. Even though I have pit bulls, and it's basically their entire history has been fighting, but like I don't fight my dogs. I mean, the hog hunting is a little different. I like watching the motherfuckers do that. And Demon is a beast, man. When he is a beast. When he hit that pig outside and they both flipped, and as soon as he flipped and hit the ground, he was right back on his feet grabbing that some bitch. So I was like, well, but now I'm just going to try to make a little money. All that money is going to go up in the gun safe, and we're going to start everything that I don't have to spend is going to start getting put up for a move. Like I'm going to start all this stuff off this next job is Top G. What's up, brother? All my money is going in my little bank envelope in my safe, and all summer long we're going to do that. And then come fall, we're getting the fuck up out of here. Yeah, and see, like moving it's going to be difficult at best because I have 2 granddaughters now. My kids are all up here. My son and daughter don't want to move. Like my son does, but my daughter's not going to. Who's behind me? Somebody snuggle with dad behind me. I got puppies all around me. But I mean, it's just kind of like I got to do what's best for the family, and I want to get out of here. So, Krista, good morning. But yeah, like, so I don't even know what I was talking about. I'm moving, but yeah, I don't know. But just giving the pups to people, man. I sold a couple out of 1 litter, and then a couple people came and got them and stuff like that. But I was just like, this time, and as beautiful as these puppies are and how well bred they are, yeah, nobody's getting. Only people that I really, really, truly care about is gonna get one for free. Who's behind me? Is that blue behind me? Or is it one of the black ones?
That's lightning.
Oh. So, Mama, we have 2 pups. They almost not identical, but they're really close to each other. So we call one Lightning and one Bolt. So I thought that was pretty cool. And then we got Yogi, blue. I got one. It's a brindle male. He's a fucking hoss, man. I name him. I call him Gunner.
Yeah,
Gunner. His name's Gunner.
That little boy is a joker. He likes to jump off the bed.
Oh man, he is all over the place. He literally walked off the bed, hit the ground, and then was like, "Wow, how to get down here?" He never cried, never yelped, nothing.
You just heard thump.
You hear a thump, and then it's like, "Oh damn, puppy fell," and ran over and grabbed him. But yeah, his name is Gunner, and I mean, my friend Jennifer down in Lexington, she is actually going to keep. Adrian and brother, I would love to. It would make my fucking year to let you have one of my puppies, dude. And I would fucking find a way to get the pup to you. Mama Bear and I have been trying to brainstorm a little bit how we can like tell them it's not a pit bull. It's a mixed breed. It's a lab.
It's a lab.
I lived in an apartment one time, and they were like, "Do you have a dog?" And I was like, "Yeah, I have a dog." And she was like, "What is it?" I said, "Well, it's a lab. It's like a lab mix. I got it. It was a shelter dog, and it wasn't. It was a full-blooded a hybrid red-nosed pit bull." Okay, signed the paperwork. Never wanted to see the dog or nothing. And then when I moved in, lived there for a little while, and they were like, "What kind of dog did you say you had?" I was like, Labrador. And they were like, that doesn't look like a lab. And I was like, well, it is. They never said anything. They just get a bad rap, man. I mean, you get the thugs that take half-bred dogs and fucking fight them and make them mean. And when the news media, they attack somebody, then the news media goes, oh, it was a vicious pit bull attack. And 90% of the time, they're not even pit bulls. They're like backyard bred fucking mutts.
Well, they don't look full.
Yeah, vets who can write me a letter saying it's a mixed breed, but it's kind of hard when they look full. But yeah. Yeah, I know, man. And we've been brainstorming, dude, because I would love for you to have a pup, Adrian. Like you've been with Twin Arrows since
I already got the one
since this journey of Twin Arrows channel has been on. You've been here since the beginning, and we've just become real close. Like I look at you guys like family. And it would do nothing more for my heart than to give you one of my dogs and know that I have a fucking dog that I raised and bred in Canada. Man, that would be fucking amazing. Like that make my head swell up a little bit. Like, oh shit, nation worldwide, you know? But I was trying to think if we had one that didn't look so full-blooded. But they're snuggle bugs too, man. And I'm telling you, dude, they would be good dogs for you guys. And your beautiful bride to be would be well protected. And that would be one thing that would make Twin feel good too, knowing that I gave you something that could protect your family too. You know what I mean? Because I know Canada's going through a shift just like the rest of the world, man. Like we're fixing to hit some shit, guys. And just keep doing what y'all are doing. Get some food, some water, some medical supplies, some tools to keep your family safe, and prepare for what's coming, man. Because I don't know what's coming, but I know that the world's going to shift. The big powerhouses are... Mr. 420, I do have pictures of the mom and dad. I actually got them when they were hooked up, just because when I breed dogs, I usually take a picture of them when they're breeding so I can prove that that's who was bred to her. But the dad's brindle, black and white and tan, and well, you all seen Sassy. So I got pups trying to get on my lap now. You want to just sit with your brother? He said, I don't want my dad. I'll try to get I can put it on Discord, something like that. I wish I could. I might even try to throw them up on YouTube, but they are... Yeah, Scout is a fucking hoss, and he's a really good dog, man. He's probably one of the most chill dogs in my yard. He knew when I saved him from where he came from, like his sister didn't, she had no will anymore. Like she knew she was gonna die in that yard. Scout kind of had a feeling that maybe somebody would help him, and when I went and got him, he peed on my boot the day I went and picked him up from work. I was like 3 a.m. after I got off work. I went and picked him up. And Mama Bear carried his little butt all the way down. They wouldn't walk on a leash. They were scared. I mean, they were terrified. I don't blame them. They were little babies, not little babies like this, but they were big enough to still.
They were like rascals.
Yeah, they were little bit puppies. But I got going down the road, and he was all over Mama Bear, licking her face. He was just a happy dude, man. He was just like, these people saved me, and they're not hurting me, and they're not going to let me get hurt. Like he knows that shit. Like he doesn't take that for granted. That's one dog in this yard that is just happy to be here. And I have to remind myself sometimes too, man, because some of my dogs are out on chain setups and they have a house and hay and food and water. And I still like, man, I wish I could do better. But like my son said one day, he was like, Dad, you beat yourself up too hard over these dogs. And I'm like, man, they're my babies. And he was like, dude, these dogs have a fucking great life compared to what they could have. They don't have to fight. They don't have to starve. They don't have to get beat and be tortured. He was like, you fucking spoil these dogs. When we meet, you don't think I'm going to pee on your boot? Maybe. Maybe. You know, that's what men do, bro. We shake hands and then we pee on each other's boots. ACR said that. But, so I don't beat myself up as bad as I used to, man. But I used to fucking hammer myself, stressfully hammer myself over these dogs.
Yes, he does still beat himself.
I mean, I kind of do, man. But I mean, if when I, like with all the animals, when you take the responsibility to have animals and you don't feel like you're doing the best that you can for them, it just tears you up, man. And I love my animals more than I love people. Like, you could put Twin on a deserted island by himself and all the animals in the world, and I'd be straight, dude. Yes, they are. Oh, hold on, damn. Mr. 420 has been here for a while. Yeah. Oh, cucumbers. And here, cuteness overload again. He wants his mama. He don't want me. He's sitting on my lap just because he ain't got his a warm lap, but he wants his mama back. Yogi. And you guys named Yogi. I don't know who said it that day when he yawned and everybody was like, "Oh, look at that Yogi Bear yawn." Now his name's Yogi Bear because he kind of looks like a little bear. He said, "I'm trying to know with my daddy." He's trying to find a nipple. I got to go get some milk today. Yeah, his name's Yogi or Bear. We don't know. I like Yogi, but I think he's just Yogi Bear. And he's Mama. He loves Mama Bear. Like all of them love Mama Bear though, because she's been hands on with him the whole time. I love them all. Yeah, I was trying to see where Blue was so I could show you how big Head got, but is that not Blue? Is that Blue right there? Here's Blue. She said, I was sleeping and I'm not happy. Whoa. Easy, Mama. Easy. She said, here, I got so fast. She said, I do not love this. She said, they put me back with my brothers and sisters. Well, here, you want to take him? But yeah, I don't know who named him that day, but we named Blue off of y'all. Blue is going to keep her name. Blue might not go anywhere. I don't know yet. Mama Bear doesn't want to get rid of any of them, except for the 2 that are already gone. But we'll see. We got fucking 21 dogs? We just got too much, man. And I'm trying to move too, so it's going to be a hassle. And that's one thing. I don't know how I'm going to move 30 chickens, 6 ducks, and 20 dogs. You know what I mean? Plus myself and all my shit. Oh, and good morning, Lady in Red. And yes, these dogs, this is one thing I'm going to have to tell everybody. These dogs have fucking spirit, will, and a drive. Like my dogs are high drive dogs. They want to work, they want to do shit, and they want to please us. Every dog in this yard is the same fucking way. When they're doing, like when my dog Sniper is chewing on something, I'm like, good boy. Because I had a rope hanging from a tree with a big spring on it. So it would give, and I put his favorite toy on it, and he would fucking bite it and shake it, and I'd pick him up and swing. And the more I praised him, the more he did it. And like, that's all these dogs want to do is just please you. They don't, they'll fucking literally, Mama has cried, and I've watched Dee lick her tears off her face and like lay on her to let him know that, hey, Mom, I'm here. I got you. So Bill, I wish you could take him, man. He said, I like Blue. Bill likes Blue. Dude, that'd be a cool ass dog, especially somebody. Yeah, if you when you head to Florida, bro, if you stop by North Carolina, you get you a free puppy. But yeah, they're just high drive dogs, and they just want to work and please you. Like the more you work them, and the more that they see it makes you happy that they're doing what you want them to, the more they want to do it, man. So, but then in the same respect, sometimes they just want to cuddle on your lap too. Big Bearded Warrior, what's up, my brother? I am the alpha tone. Like, and all these dogs know that. Like, when I raise my voice, my dogs know, oh shit, Dad's mad. Like, I was pissed off last night about something and raised my voice, and Sassy got up off the bottom of the bed and walked over and laid up next to Mama Bear like she was in trouble. I'm like, no, Sassy, you didn't do anything. Like, we have issues with the power down here sometimes. With all the other people pulling power off the same place we do, if they try to run heaters, it kicks my fucking power off. And
we're the ones that pay for that.
I'm the ones that pay for it for everybody, because I'm just like that. But we got it straight yesterday. But yeah, so Big Bearded Warrior. I have an issue though, man. I thought I had a brindle female, but I do not. I have a brindle black and white tricolor female, if you're interested in her. I have a couple other females. One female passed, the silver one passed, but if you're still interested in one of the other ones, man, you know, she's yours. So, but yeah, the one that I have that looks, the female that I would like for you to take looks just like her fucking dad. She's got brindle feet on her, like socks on her legs. She's got a white chest, little dots on her back. She's black, white, and brindle. She's a tricolor. And but you're more than welcome to have her. Or if you want to come and I can send you pictures of all the other females that I have. Like, I thought I had a brindle female, but the only brindle I have is a male, and he's a big fucker named Gunner. If you'd like to have him too, you could. But I know you said you wanted a female, so you're more than welcome to any of them. And if you don't want what I have, no hard feelings. People are picky about their animals. I've never been one of the people that looks at the color of the dog. I look at the bloodlines. Like, I don't give a shit if it's pink, if motherfuckers bred well. You know what I mean? Cajun, what's up, brother? But I know a lot of people are like, oh, I want a blue one, or I want a brindle one, or I want a black and white one. So, who's that? Is that? No. Is this little girl? Here's one of the little black and white girls. Little black, she does not want to be on camera today. They're like, fuck that shit. Now Gunner, the big brindle, he's a fucking hoss. My little brother is abusive to animals. I'm not friends with him because of it. He abused Mick. I was on the edge all day yesterday, and because I looked like my brother, Mick sensed it and avoided me. Aw. Anybody who does any kind of abusing animals, man, that just shows me your character right there. A way a man treats his dog is a reflection of himself. And if you abuse animals, man, hey, man, I feel you, Cajun. But my taxes will be done today. I got my ID, my driver's license fixed. And having my dog avoid me all day while I was having a bad day because he's being And Glory, we already know how you are with your animals, bro. None of us on here ever thought you would abuse my animals, dude. So don't, and that sucks. Like, but anybody who abuses his animals, man, there's a fucking a special place in hell for you, and Twin will send you there.
I mean, we know how you are with your babies.
Yeah, dude, those are your kids too, man. Like we already know you're a good dude, man. I would never. Your brother just needs a swift kick in the balls, man. No.
Putting it nice.
Yeah, I was keeping it G because it's your brother. Have y'all ever seen the video of the I don't know, it's I guess it was cartels in Mexico. Just run late. Seven Stone, get up with BBW if you haven't, man. He's been trying to reach you. He got a package he wants to send you for your prize, man. So he's on here. Get up with him because that site mark is a badass thing. There was a cartel, and I guess one of the members of the cartel raped another member's daughter, and they tied this motherfucker up naked and let the pit bulls eat him. Pretty much, they let him start on his genitals and worked his way up. And that was nice to what Twin would have done.
Big repair, good morning.
Sassy's trying to come in. Yeah, man, like, I have... Oh, man, I'd love to have some of that compost. You think with all the ducks and chickens, Twin would have a huge compost pile, but I don't. I'm not building anything else on this property because we're not staying. And if I build anything on it, then it makes me feel like I'm staying, and I'm not fucking staying. So. But yeah, Bill, if you want to pup, man, Blue is yours if you want to come. I know you're moving, but it's options always there. But no, man, we're not building anything else on here. So yeah, dude, that would suck. They literally tied this motherfucker up and stood around him while he was naked and let like 3 or 4 dogs just fucking eat him. Texas, West, anywhere, maybe Texas, just anywhere out of North Carolina. Oh. Yeah, I heard that he had raped one of the other guy's daughters or something. That's why they let him do that. But yeah, either way, I wouldn't want to get ate by these dogs. I built some new raised beds out of old wood. Not as good as yours. No, dude, my homestead right now is not that good, brother. Wait till you see what happens when Twin moves and gets a real piece of property that is not flooding and stuff. But no, dude, my homestead isn't that great right now. We're just we're fake it till we make it kind of thing with the homestead here, man. We just do what we have to do to get through and keep our animals and shit healthy and alive. But once we move to the new homestead and Twin really gets all the ideas that are up here and I build what I want and get everything situated, that's when the real magic's going to start. Because look, I said Bill can have Blue, and look, he's like, It would be awesome if one of the Blue crew members got Blue. You know what I mean? Like she's a sweetheart too, man. She's gonna be a big hoss, but she's a sweetheart.
You know what I love is when we name them and
the people keep their names. Like my friend Jennifer's keeping, because we called her Little D because she looks like Demon. She got that little spot on her neck like D, kind of same coloration. And she was like, well, I named her Little D because she looks like her Uncle D. And she was like, oh, I love that name. I'm keeping that. Dude, yeah. Trying to get electrician, like that's licensing. It's a fucking pain in the ass, Cajun. Like trying to get licensing for anything is in North Carolina is a pain in the ass. So I guess I'm gonna start doing my own thing. Like I'm tired of working for people, man. Like and getting lied to about shit all the fucking time. And I mean, and telling them, hey, you're doing that wrong. Let's do it like this, and it would work better. And they don't listen. Like I just get tired of that. So I'm just gonna start doing it. And my buddy that I'm going out of town with, man, has been pep talking everybody around me because he's like, man, the dude knows his shit. I am Mr. 420. God's got a plan for us, and he just made it very obvious that it's not here. He's shown us many times that, and I think that's why the reasons we get flooded like we did at the beginning, because he's like, you're in the wrong spot, homie, and I need to show you that you're in the wrong spot. So I'm gonna flood your shit. And I thought it was maybe I was living wrong, but I don't really do anything to be living wrong. Like I thought, man, I'm just a bad person. God hates me, and he's flooded my property, just telling me that. No, that's not him hating me. That's just him saying, hey, bro, I got a better plan for you. So how about you don't stay here? Fake it here till you can make it somewhere else. Let's get your shit and get you out of here. And now all of a sudden some work's picking up a little bit for Twin on his own. And I'm not paying attention, Lord. You know what I mean? Like I'm paying attention to this. I grew up wiring houses, waiting on a apprentice license, come in mail. So I get that's cool. Are you going to do it for yourself or are you going to work for a company? And, but yeah, so I guess that's just the good Lord giving me a sign that this isn't where we want to be. And all the shitty neighbors and stuff, it's just, yeah, he's like, get the fuck out of here, Twin, and go find you a good chunk of land that I've got ready for you and build what I'm putting in your head. Because it's my ideas, but he's giving them to me, you know? So we're going to put a nicer camper out there. We're going to build a good cabin and raised beds for a garden, bigger chicken coop. I'm going to fence in the whole entire area for the dogs where they don't have to be on chains anymore and they can just run free. And we're going to get it going. And you guys will be there from day one. Like Mama Bear and I said, the day we buy the property, we're going to go out there and film it. And that's going to be the start of a series on our channels of the homestead build. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, man. I hope it works for you, Cajun. You're a good dude, man. And I only want to see my brothers do good. So, but yeah, man, that's my plan. Once we get where we're going and we're going to be there and we know we're going to be there forever, the shit's really coming in. Hey, man, if he's telling me to build an ark, I better get to work, bro. Because you already know how I'm about that, man. I ain't going to be that third monkey. God doesn't punish anymore. He will punish again. But when he does, we will all know it. Romans 8:1. Yeah, and you know what? I started thinking one day, Glory, I was like, man, you know, because we were down here in, what, you doing a live chat? Twin, you're not a bad person. It takes effort to make a diamond into a diamond. Hey, I appreciate it, man. Like sometimes Twin thinks that I'm a bad person, but I don't. I try to help everybody. And
we don't want one of those. We want to build our own little cabin, but we want to stay in the camper while we build it.
Yeah, I'm going to build a cabin. But see, you can get those pre-manufactured cabins, but they're fucking expensive. And for half the price of what you can buy one already built, I can buy the lumber and just build it myself. And I can build it to the design that I want because they have like floor plans, and I don't really care for theirs. Like, yeah, you know it, Bill. You already know, brother. I said it just for you. Look, the third monkey on Noah's Ark, and brother, it's raining.
Oh
yeah. Yeah, Bill loves that saying. That's Bill. That's mine and Bill's saying. I say it try to say it just about every other live chat so they'll get a laugh off of it. But now I want to build my own cabin. I got a whole plan for all that shit. So that bitch still got ice floating in it. Mama Bear brought my monsters in from. I was got them for yesterday's live chat that never happened because we just didn't feel good. And so she brought them in this morning. It was more like a damn monster slushy, but I needed that caffeine, man. I was dehydrated and I kind of not fasted, but kind of I have fasted, I guess. I haven't eaten 48 hours? Yeah, I fasted again for like 48. When I don't feel good, I usually don't eat. Like I try to like let the shit work itself out. But and then today we got a bunch of shit to do. I got a meeting at 3:00 I have to go to. I got to go do my taxes. Then I got to get clothes washed and everything packed. So tomorrow afternoon I can head out and yeah, I just got to come up with the money to do laundry. That's another thing. Coming up with fucking laundry money. That's like, it'll probably run $50 to wash clothes, man. That shit, that's getting old too. But now once we move to the new homestead, like I said, from day one, we're going to go up. We'll have a video of us, you know, walking up to the land once we know it's ours. And then from there, it's going to be wide open. A lot of my channel stuff is going to be focused on how to build the homestead, how to get the solar panel set up, how Twin Arrows and Mama Bear, because Mama Bear wants to help build the cabin. You know, me and a couple buddies, if I'm in a place where I have some friends at that time, I'll get them to help and just get it all together and we'll get it moving. And hopefully, man, it's $750 for one washing machine. Yes, it's the big one, but it held. Last time we washed clothes, it was damn near $60, and everybody's clothes are dirty. And I don't have any clean clothes to wear to work or anything. It'll take about the rest of the money I have to do that, and then tomorrow I leave out of town with no money. But the guy I'm going with, is that's my homie, and he'll look out. Like, he already told me, you won't have to worry about anything, man. He's like, I got you covered. So, and we've been looking at these little tiny washing machines. It's like for like a camper. It's not really like a washing machine like you would see in like somebody's house. It's just a little washer. You can get one for $100, but I don't have like a hose to hook up to it because the well's not working. So if I had running water, actually, I could just buy a little $100 washing machine. We can wash them and hang them up here, but it'd be all right. Yeah, but I just don't have the running water on this homestead, man. Like, the well is fucked up, and I'm not putting my back is killing me again today. I'm not putting $5,000-$10,000 in a well and then moving. You know what I mean? So we'll just work on it then, and I'll fucking go from there, and we can just deal with it like that. But we go to the local laundromat. It's not too bad, man. Sorry, Twin had to take 800 milligram ibuprofen. I just, putting any more money in this place, I just don't. Yeah, I feel you, Glory. He said I don't even have to like you and remote to keep you fed. Exactly, Glory. Like, I'm cool with everybody, man. Everybody around here knows me. A man in the Navy told me if you get a stain, you can get out, use Pearl shampoo and scrub with 30 minutes. No shit. Huh, I have to try it because I have some shit. One day my shit was all fucked up. Hold on, what was that moving over there?
That is true. I love Pearl.
The Virginia Bushcrafter, good morning, brother. It was great seeing you on my live chat. Thank you for joining. But man, like, it's I did lose a subscriber. I was almost to 580, and now I'm down to like 579. I lost one or two. What am I at now? Yeah, I lost one. It's all right. I was probably a troll. It was probably a troll anyways. I noticed sometimes you get a bunch of subscribers after a live chat, and then they'll drop down. I don't read the Bible. I study the Bible, and I study my Bible almost every day. I got my Slishman. Man, Mama Bear's got one too. The Prepared Citizens sent us a boo-boo kit and a Slishman's wrap, man. And actually, on the front of my gun safe right here, I got one of his stickers. Big-ass sticker they sent me. I got it right on mine, man. Thank you, Phil K. Yeah, I study my Bible damn near every day, especially when I'm not feeling real good and I'm down on myself or I'm not physically feeling it. I'll grab that Bible and go to studying, man, just to get my head. I'll read some Proverbs or just something, man. You know what I mean? Just something. Just something to make my spirits up a little bit. Because sometimes, man, you just, no matter how good life's going or how bad life's going, man, you just pick that Bible up and read it, and it lifts your spirits, man. And I don't half-ass understand half the shit I'm reading, man, but sometimes you be in there and you read it and it just hits you right, and you get goosebumps and little tears come up on your eyes, and it's just like, dang, you know what I mean? Yeah, I think this tariff shit's going to get worse before it gets better. And I know something that it's already affecting some people. Like, Condor does affiliate programs for YouTube channels, and they stopped doing them because of the tariffs. Like, it's going to get worse before it gets better. I just hope Trump knows what he's doing, man, because it's already hard enough out here for everybody. 50% of your fucking income goes to taxes. Now everything is going up 100% more than what it was. But like I said, man, just keep getting beans, bullets, and Band-Aids and stockpile that shit to the rafters. And if you know you're going to look at what you use on a daily basis, every day, use toilet paper, paper towels, you drink water, you eat, you get as much of that shit as you can and just keep stacking that shit. And nobody's ever said, oh, I have too much food in here. No, nobody's ever said that ever. And if this recession turns into a depression, and maybe you won't have it as hard as some other people, you know what I mean? So that's the way I look at it. Like, man, people are like, oh, dude, you literally don't do anything but buy food and medical supplies and guns and ammo, and you're always getting stuff and this. And yeah, I do that because of a fucking reason. And if someday, if nothing ever, which I hope nothing ever happens. Yeah, he is a businessman, and America needs to be run like a big business, because it is. And I get that, you know, I mean, it's kind of, world-renowned economists are projecting that Trump's tariffs will be anywhere between 6 and 8 billion. That's cool, man. Like, I'm just here.
Exactly.
I'm just here, man. Like, I'm just riding the wave as long as I can, bro. And getting as much stuff stockpiled as fast as I can. So that's another thing too. We lost a bunch in storage when about a year ago, we went in and rats had got in there and ate a whole bunch of my survival food. And we lost about $3,000 worth of food.
I have a feeling we lost a lot more.
Well, because there ain't no much they can get into down there. Everything else is cans now. I know, but it can be clean. My back is on fire, Ricky Bobby. That's why I keep fidgeting. My back's hurting. And that's another. When Twin gets a new homestead, I'm going to build a fucking studio where I can have a nice chair to sit in and a desk with a fucking nice tripod, and I can just sit there comfortably, because sitting on the edge of this uncomfortable ass bed, it's hard, especially for 2 hours. Which I'm going to try to go 2 hours today, because it'll be a... America's also looking at gaining over 60,000 jobs in the next 6 months while simultaneously partnering up with... That's cool. Get the work back to the people that are here, man. It's coming. Like, it's going to be rough. It'll get rough before it gets better, but that's the way anything is. Anything new. Let me get this out of the way. I keep looking at that shit. When something happens, it's a little rough around the edges until it starts sorting itself out. But there's a lot of people, man, that are going to be hurting, though. We'll see. We'll see how it all ends. But we need to get America back to where it was. But it's probably another thing I turned the phone off yesterday. You get a lot of these big channels on YouTube that's all doom and gloom shit. No, it's definitely not. It can't happen overnight, because it didn't happen. It didn't get fucked up overnight. So it's going to take a little time to get back. Once he gets his shit back flowing and we get everything situated and sorted out, and we get the people out that don't need to be here, and we'll see how the things go. If we do go to war with Iran with all this shit in here, and if splinter cells and all that shit. What did Bill say? At least once a year, we live for a week on our rations as a prepper trust. Yeah, man. Yeah, and that's a good idea. Actually, that is something you probably say. You stock the food that you eat. Don't stock a bunch of shit that you don't eat, and then when you're already in a stressful situation, you go to eating food that you're not used to, your fucking stomach is gonna be all fucked up. What, babe?
That's good, Leva. Or Adrian. I like that.
That's right. Yeah, but I follow a couple big channels, man, and they're all switching to that doom and gloom shit. Oh, it's the end of the world. Trump's gonna run us. Bro, don't clickbait that shit. Then you get everybody. There's my brother. Hey, brother, Light Fighters, you take care, man, and stay safe at work today, man. And thanks for checking in. Hope all is well. And I'm looking forward to him hitting that 10,000 subscribers, guys, because he has got some banging shit for that win, man. TMT, what's up, my brother? But yeah, like, don't stockpile food that you don't normally eat, because if you already in a stressful situation and then now you're eating food that your body's not accustomed to, oh, you're going to be fucking shitting.
Hey, Lady in Red, thank you for that.
What?
She says, hold on, I'll tell you in a second. Mix peanut butter, equal parts of baking soda, mix well, and roll in powdered chocolate drink mix. Mice can't pass winds, so they go bye-bye.
Oh, yeah, we've been trapping the hell out of the mice here. I went and got mouse traps. We already caught 4 so far. And I shot one with a 22 2 weeks ago. That motherfucker exploded. I just hear him all the time, man. You be sitting here, you hear him crunching on stuff, and you eat as many traps as we got. We catch them. We know where they're at. We try to catch them all. Exactly, Mr. 420. Doom and gloom sells tickets to stay on the course. That's why I purposely don't watch them anymore. You know what I mean? Like, I use some of these big channels. I used to love them, man. Get y'all fired up and shit. Now it's just like, dude, you're saying the same thing over and over and over, that the world's going to end and we have no hope. I don't believe that. There's always going to be somebody out here that can survive. Like, I fucking literally revolve my life around surviving the end of the world. You know what I mean? Like, I don't go on vacations. I don't do any of that shit. Robert, what's up, brother? I literally don't. I live the life that I tell you guys. Like, I live the prepper Minuteman lifestyle. I don't do this shit in a garage or in a shed in my backyard just to get some views. I literally live this shit.
Good morning, TMT.
And that Virginia Bushcrafter, that's what I was just about to say. Most of my food preps actually come from Dollar Tree. You can go in there and get a fucking pound of rice, beans for $1.25. Why would you not have 50 pounds of that, man? You know what I mean? Asked a buddy the other day, hey, you want to hear my new turkey call? He said, oh, yeah. I ripped a huge fart. That's cool. That's not the turkey call I was thinking. Yeah. Let me Dude, Black Scout Survival is one of the worst, man. And I like Black Scout Survival, man. Like, I like his channel, The Prepared Homestead. Travis from The Prepared Homestead, man, he's a great guy. He gave a huge shout out to my kids when their mom passed away. I mean, he was on a live chat, and he's a very religious guy. And I was like, hey, do you mind praying for my family? My wife committed suicide. He literally shut his live chat down to pray for my children and me. Like, that meant a lot to me. But when you get on there, it's all doom and gloom. Like Canadian Prepper, he was the head of all that shit. It was just like, it's always end of the world. It's doom and gloom and shit. And like, it's not always going to be bad, guys. Like, you gotta see through all the bad shit and know that when we get on the other side of the tunnel, it's going to be good. Like, but to get through the other side of the tunnel, you have to have a little shit put back. And yeah, exactly. Big BWW. It's all fucking porn, fear porn, and they push that shit down your throat to scare you. I don't want to scare people. I want to prepare people. I ain't trying to scare you. I don't want you to be scared. I want you to be like, damn, Twin Arrows lit a fire under my ass. I'm going to go to fucking Dollar Tree and take this $20. I'm going to get a little crate and I'm going to start filling it full of food. And when that one's full, I'm going to fill it full of food in this next one. I'm going to do some medical supplies. Dollar Tree is a great place to get over-the-counter cold meds. Are they the strongest? No, but they're cheap and you can buy a bunch of them. And in a fucking bad situation where if it gets to where, like, in my head it was going, a common cold can turn into pneumonia and kill your ass. Like, you better have some fucking meds to stop that shit. It ain't going to just be bullet holes and knife wounds and battles every day. Your battle's going to be cooking your food, purifying your water, and keeping your fucking family from getting sick and dying. Like, the guns are just a small fraction of it. You got to eat. You got to have water. You got to have a way to keep yourself clean, keep your shit clean, fix things if they break without, I mean, there's so much shit. I can get a whole fucking video of that. Yeah.
No, I see that one beside you.
Yeah, right there. Mom's doing a head count. Mama Bear's doing a head count. TMT, me too, brother. Like, I preached Dollar Tree, like, and I have for a long time. Years. My very first YouTube channel, I went and spent like $60 on a thing and did a video on it. And you get like a pound of rice, not rice, but 1 pound of dry pinto beans. Not only can you plant those beans and grow more, you can feed 10 people one serving. So if you have one little 1 pound bag of beans, look at the serving size on the back of it. You can, and then with just the beans and water, some seasoning, it still ain't the most tasty shit. But if you got some meat, throw in there, and then you add a bowl of rice with that, now you're feeding people, man. And I get enough food for my family, but I know I'm going to have to feed other people. Like, there's no ifs, ands, or buts. Like, I as much as I sit here and say, oh, I'm going to lock it down and be a bad motherfucker. No, if a little kid and wife and a man come up and they're hungry, I'm going to fucking feed them because that's just twin. But you still have to watch what you do too. I do know that, man. Most of them. Or they get them from other places. Like, it is what it is. As long as it makes a turd, I don't give a shit. But like, I stock on Dollar Tree, man, because I'm poor. I'm up. Like, I have a channel I've just met on YouTube. It's Operation Poor, and I shared one of his things. And me and him trying to kind of, I try to find people that I can relate to. I'm like, hey, man, I like the way this dude, and he's like us. So I post his shit, become friends. I like how I do with y'all. And but yeah, man, just stack that shit to the roof. That's all you gotta do. Exactly. A lot of people don't like beans. I can fucking, I'm from the South, bro. I can cook the hell out of some pinto beans. Yeah, because, man, if people come up, my buddy told me one day, he was like, bro, I'm not going to stockpile food. I'm just going to take my 9mm and go and take somebody's food. I'm like, no, you're not. Your fucking ass is going to go over there and be like, hey, man, you want this Glock for a bowl of them beans? Because you ain't going to have that shit on you. If you're not a cold-hearted, murderous motherfucker, you're not going to kill somebody for a fucking dollar bowl of beans. Come on, man. And an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. You spend $20 a month and you do that for a long time, you'll be surprised how fast it comes up. Oh, I love some taters and beans. Yeah, I'll check him out, man. I love the small channels, man. Like a bunch of small channels like Operation Poor, Bangalore, like all them little channels, man, and they grow quick. Exactly, TMT. That I preach that. Stack food to the rafters and have a way to purify water and a source to get water from. A lot of people say, oh, you got to have a way to purify water. That's great, but what if you ain't got no water to purify and you have no source of water? Think about it. And I mean, you can stockpile water, but man, 55-gallon drums of water, those things are fucking huge. And where are you going to put them? I don't have the room. You know what I mean? He said, it's 30,000. I wish I had 30,000 subs. I honestly never thought I'd make it over 200, but here I am sitting at almost 600. Exactly. And you can plant dry beans. They're basically just seeds. Beans are seeds. You can literally take a bag of fucking pinto beans, plant them in the ground, and they will grow. And I know that for a fact because Mama Bear and I tested that theory. My uncle was FBI, then went retired. He started a private security investigation company and did a lot of work with counterfeit goods. One of the biggest things they like to counterfeit is zigzag. Really? Rolling papers? I mean, I get it. A lot of people smoke. I've been what? We've been 4 days with no THC. That's part of the reason Twin ain't been feeling good. Maybe it was a different one, ACR. I do notice that if you get on, some channel names are so close that they like, you get confused, especially with Mama Bears. There's a lot of Mama Bears homestead.
Mama Bear's about to change her name on her.
Yeah, fucking monster in my eye. I don't know how I missed a hole that big. Jesus Christ. Yeah, I'm gonna have to hide the camera for a minute. Y'all smack, smack, smack. And when y'all come back in, Twin have a black eye and lay it over here. I didn't even take a dip yesterday. That's how fucked up I felt, man. I didn't do nothing. Drink some water is about all I did. Yeah, I hide the camera and y'all can hear some smack and think it's me. When I let go of the camera, I have a swole up eye, laid over here. Yeah, we'll check that out. Like I said, man, I try to post a lot on my community page for other channels and stuff, man. Like, hey, check this guy out. And a lot of your channels, I do the same thing. I just cheerlead, man. Twin wants to see everybody. There's enough meat on the bones of YouTube for everybody to have a bite. So, what? Yeah, that's why I try to tell you, we ain't got to fight. Like other channels spying on my channel and trying to fucking fight. Dude, there's so many people on YouTube, man. Like, why? It's a community we need to join together, not.
ACR. That ain't all he uses.
What?
Nothing.
Mammal.
ACR said, all right, Twin is so
high tide
badass.
raises all ships.
Are you listening? Twin is so badass, he uses Monster for eyewash.
Hell yeah. I'm not on purpose.
Not all he uses.
Man, that just splashed right in my face. I'm like, damn.
You forgot the cucumbers.
Oh, no. There was already cucumbers in the live chat. That was one of the first things that happened.
No, I'm talking about for eyewash.
Oh. No, you fucking pepper spray, too. That is nothing better than to make yourself cry first thing in the morning trying to spray some fucking hogs and then forget to wash your hands and wipe your face on a live chat and everybody laughs at you. Yeah, exactly. Look, 200 million websites on YouTube. Ain't no way there's not enough meat on the bones for everybody, man. And that's what got me was the other shit that went down with that other channel. Bro, this is a fucking huge platform. We ain't gonna, you go to your side and I go to my side. I'll take my people, you take your people, and you sit in your corner. You ain't got to fucking threaten people and belittle other channels, man. I am not going to belittle other channels on this channel. I am not that motherfucker. And I don't care if I had 100,000 million subs and was making $1 million a month off YouTube. I will not fucking, it will not be like that. What's up, 603? Yeah, that's not how this is going to work. And that's when I want to be monetized. And I want to do it just so I can show to people, hey, man, Twin's monetized and his shit never changed. He's still the humble old fucking redneck from North Carolina that lives in a camper on his homestead. Like, this shit ain't going to change. Oh, there's a lot of terrible ones. There's more terrible ones than there is good ones. There's a lot of people out here giving information that's going to kill people. And that's another thing. You get on some channels and we can all still be good people. Where things, yes, exactly, man. Like, dude, and that's it. A lot of people, you got to watch what you watch on here too, because there's people out here giving information that's going to fucking kill you. You don't need a plate carrier and a 10.5-inch gun for every single thing. And you don't need an 18-inch barrel AR-15 and a chest rig for everything. And there's a lot of people on here that are giving wrong information and stuff that, thinking that civilians are going to be doing CQB combat in every fucking corner. Dude, that shit is going to get you fucking killed. And it's going to get you killed quick, fast, and in a hurry. My TV's hooked up to my cameras now, Levi. I don't even have I have a TV, and I pay monthly for cable and shit that I don't even watch. Like I said, it's literally hooked to my cameras now. Exactly, Mr. 420. We choose the character who we become. In my life, man, I started being a prepper at like 14. Like my mom, for my birthday one year, got me a subscription to the American Survival Guide magazine, and I was just in it. Like she watched. She back when she was cool. She knew I had a backpack with like ramen noodles and little band-aids and shit. I didn't know what I needed back then. I was fucking 14. And she lit that fire. She got that subscription to that magazine, and it shaped my whole entire life. I've never not been a prepper or a survivalist, Minuteman. You know, the Minuteman thing has just recently came in the last 5-6 years, but it's all linked together, you know? Yeah, man. And my grandma kind of did too, because my grandma and grandpa survived the Great Depression. They came over and, you know, did all that shit. And like my grandma always, I mean, she reused tinfoil and Ziploc bags. She'd fold them inside and wash them out. Like that's just frugal they were. But I've always been a prepper. And up until like, and 10, 15 years ago when I started my first little YouTube channel, get on here and stuff. And I was still learning shit too. You're always learning. You never know everything. And it always changes and evolves. But I was like, man, like I've always done this. And the last 6 years, we lived it. Like we literally started like full force ahead because the waves ever since 2020, that really got the fire under my ass. Like I've always been a prepper. We had food and water and shit. But nothing. Randall, good morning, brother. And I was like, man, we started doing it more and more and more. But man, now it's literally my life. Like I eat, breathe, and sleep this shit. It's not. It's. I don't just live it to be living it to make YouTube videos. I live it because I think something's gonna happen, and it's better to have it, not need it, than need it, not have it. Because the shit that you get, you're not gonna fucking be able to go out and buy 2 years worth of food and water and medical supplies during a situation. Let me put it to you like that.
Lord have mercy.
Mr. 420, I try to be a good dude, man. Like I just treat people like I want to be treated. And people have treated Mama Bear and I so badly over the years and belittled us for living in a camper on land and shit that like I don't treat people like that, dude. I treat people how I want to be treated. But like I am that motherfucker too. If you treat me with respect, I'll treat you with respect. You disrespect me, I can disrespect you a whole lot harder. Trust me, I'm an asshole. Dude, exactly, Bill. He said when staying ready is way of life, whatever you call it, it's just living. And I mean, damn, dude, like we have fucking hurricanes in North Carolina all the fucking time. So I mean, we had one, and my mom and them lived off Buffalo Road out there in Raleigh. They were without power for like. Oh. Thank you, Adrian. This motherfucker, guys, you guys never cease to amaze us, man. Like, so Mama Bear's been having an issue. I'm not gonna go through it. The ones that know, but it's affecting her pretty bad the last couple of days. I will, Randall. I didn't get on the phone at all yesterday. I wasn't feeling real well, but I'll check it out, dude, and I definitely will. And thank you, Adrian. He's something else, boy. Adrian is something else. Everybody on here is something else. You guys fucking rock, man. Like when Mama Bear and Twin have those days where we just ain't feeling it and we get on here, it totally fucking changes us. I know I say that y'all all the time. Everybody's probably tired of hearing it, but I'm not tired of saying it. And it never ceases to amaze me when people and it's sometimes it's you guys don't even know. That's what got me the other day. We were going through some shit and we didn't say anything to anybody. And Miss Cricket out of nowhere just messaged us on Discord and was like, hey man, you guys good? Like, how did she didn't even know. We didn't say anything. And Mama Bear's been talking to her and Krista, which her and Sister Krista talk all the time. They're like, that's Mama's best friend, honestly, other than me. And like helping her through her things and shit. And it's just like, dang, you know what I mean? Like, and Miss Cricket was like, you guys need money? Well, I can. And we're like, no, we don't. No, we don't have to send money all the time. Like, we appreciate that, but hey. So, but no, it's just, it's like y'all already know us, man. You guys already know us, but it's like you can sense when something ain't right. Like ACR, I got a text this morning. Hey, bro, you good? Because I think, did you try calling me or something yesterday, ACR? Because I was just out of it, dude. I guess all the shit that has been like weighing on me caught up with me. Like Twin tries to run past all of it, but sooner or later you get tired and it just kind of catches up and gets on my shoulders, you know? So Twin takes a break every once in a while. Like, I mean, I'll lay out in the fucking bed for a day and that's why the weed helps so much. That's my fucking depression, anxiety, stress medicine. Like, that's why Twin don't like to be without. So I'm gonna get some care packages, but I gotta get the money up first. But when I get back from the mountains, it'll be on, because that's the little kick that Twin needed to get over everything. That I just needed that one good job that would just cover everything, and that's the job. I have to leave my home for 5 days, but I'm taking a bag with me. I'm taking my get home bag, and the SIG's going with me, and that way, if something happens, my ass can walk home. I mean, I don't want to walk from the mountains, but damn, don't tell me that, BBW. Hey, take the live chat. Hey, send me your address, bro. I'm on the way. That's a long way to drive to hit the blunt, brother. That's funny. He'd be like, damn, 22 hours later, I'm here. Here's Pup. Oh, yeah, man. I do appreciate it, bro. You guys don't know. No, ACR, he ain't rolling out. He's rolling one. He said, later, warrior. He's rolling one, brother.
When y'all call us, and
dude, it means the world to me.
Y'all aren't bothering us. So
you never bother me.
Feel like you are.
No,
you can call us 1,000 times a day, and you're not.
It doesn't bother us at all, man. It lets me know that people care. My own fucking family doesn't call me. My sister, my mom, nobody. Nobody.
My brother doesn't call. So.
Dang, brother, I wish I known. I would have fucking hit you up, man. We could have grabbed a fucking cheeseburger or something, homie.
Well, are you coming back through? Because you can...
Randall, I didn't think about it like that, man. He said, I only travel with tools I can afford to lose $1,500. But I ain't got nothing that's $50 and under. The cheapest gun I got is like $200. That's my little Heritage Arms. So my son-in-law, fucker, got a Glock 40 with a custom slide and a threaded barrel Glock 40 10 millimeter, and then he got the Taurus G2 with a little laser on it. He wants me to clean them up and oil them up for him. I told him, if you sell that Glock 10 millimeter, it better come to me, or I'm never gonna fucking talk to you again. He was like, I told him I traded my fucking Century Arms fucking AK. I was like, bro, you need a rifle. Handguns are great.
Finish the look that you guys are about to. Oh God.
So I said, hey man, you know what a pistol's good for, right? He was like, yeah, a lot of things. And I'm like, a pistol's good to get you to your rifle. I said, man, how about I'll trade you my $1,000 AK for that 10 millimeter right there, because I already got the other 10 millimeter. Is it accurate? I said, motherfucker, how about you walk 300 yards over there and let me shoot at you, and let me tell you how accurate it is. He's like, well, I don't really know if I need a rifle. I'm like, bro, you need a fucking rifle a whole lot more than you need that fucking handgun. Handguns are great, and they have a place. My handguns are made to get me to my rifle. Plain and simple. I love carrying a gun. I love carrying my handgun. But if I'm going to get into a gunfight, you better fucking well believe I'm getting to my rifle. And he's just young. He don't understand. He's like, well, I don't know. And I'm like, man, if you want to sell it, you let Twin know, and I'll fucking get it from you.
You only got it so you can protect the girl.
I mean, and I appreciate that. And he did it the right way. He went and got him a little safe with his fingerprints and shit to keep him locked up because of the girls. He got the little 9 to carry on him, and he got the 10 millimeter because it was a deal. But
I mean, he's trying, y'all. He just has to learn.
Virginia, I have the Glock 29, and I don't know if you've heard the story about that. Yeah, at least a shotgun, like a shotgun at the minimum, but your handgun is to use to fight to get to your rifle. But there's my brother, Prepared Citizen. What is up, man? I watched that video on the Schlissman's wrap making a pressure bandage, and before you said it, I told Mama Bear, I was like, you take a pressure compressed gauze and that Schlissman's wrap, make a hell of a pressure bandage, and then the next sentence you said it, and I learned it from you. No. Twin, that's why get a pocket pistol, whether it's a 380 or a 9, it's something better than nothing. Exactly. I mean, yeah, exactly. All right, so Virginia Bushcrafter. My boss man that I was working with bought an old trailer to build up his house. We gutted the whole inside, built it all up. Well, I had an old water bed in it. And he was like, hey, man, I need you to get that water bed out today. And I'm like, yeah, no problem, man. Well, when we first walked around the house just scoping it out, I saw a box of 10 millimeter bullets, empty, of course. I was like, damn, wouldn't it be cool if there was a pistol in here somewhere? Man, I'd love to find a 10 millimeter. It's my dream gun. I didn't have one. About 2 months later, he's like, hey, brother, I need you to get that water bed out of here today. No problem, man. Went in, and another guy cleaned all the trash up and stuff that was on the bed and whatnot. So me and another guy walked in. I grabbed the side of the mattress, and his side, we pulled it back, and I looked down, and guess what was laying under the mattress? My Glock 10 millimeter. She was in rough condition, but it fires, and I just had to put a $20 recoil spring in it. But I got a free 10 millimeter the Glock 29, brother. So I thought that was one of the coolest things that ever happened to me. Other than
Demo, good morning.
Oh, good morning, Demo man. But yeah, I pulled it back. She had a little bit of rust and stuff. Man, it was in the water bed and it had like it was sitting in water. But it's a Glock, baby. It's a tank. You can take it. I brought it home, scrubbed it up, cleaned it real good. The recoil spring and the guide rod, the little piece that keeps the spring and the guide rod together had broke, so it popped the spring off. I went to my local gun store. They had one for $20. I picked it up, and she's fucking in the gun safe now. So yeah, that was fucking awesome. Then I called the sheriff's department, was like, hey, man, I found a pistol. I just want to make sure it's not stolen or anything. And they ran the numbers for me. They came in, no, you're good, man. And the one was like, and the person I talked to was like, that's a hell of a deal, ain't it? But I'm going to get that Glock 40 for my son-in-law. That's a little too much gun for him. I told him, I was like, you got a hell of a gun to start with. That you want to rock out like the 1911 BBW, you want like the 1911 10 millimeter? I was looking at one of those the other day. Jacob 2A, what's up? Like, I love that 29, just the story about it, and it's a good little 10 millimeter, but it's just kind of small for my hands. But the one he's got has an aftermarket slide and threaded barrel, and the guy he bought it from sold him 2 30-round mags with it. I was like, you don't even have like a standard capacity mag for it? He was like, no, he gave me 2 30-rounders, which, I mean, it'd be cool to have a 30-round mag. I'm going to get one of those. I'm going to get that gun from him. I told him, man, you need to trade the AK. Like, I will trade you that $1,000 AK for that gun. And then you have a rifle and a pistol. But he's just young. He don't understand.
Well, I don't think he's grown up.
They are badass. Now, he never grew up around guns and shit, but the first time he pulls the trigger on that 10 millimeter is going to change a lot of things. I want a fucking 357 Python bad. I want another AK. I got a Century Arms VS something. It's the milled receiver, American made. It's a really good one. Yeah, you can use the Glock 20 and 40 magazines in a 29. That's what I want. I'm going to get one of those 30-round magazines and stick it in my little 29. I have 3 30-round mags for my Glock 19 and my Glock 45, but I actually got the magazines for a Kel-Tec. And then when I sold the Kel-Tecs, I kept the mags. But it is cool. You stick a 30-round stick mag in that fucking Glock and a flashlight on it. It's dope as fuck. It's just cool looking. Well, man, I got an AK. If anybody's interested, I had to pawn it to my boss to pay my storage, but I'm going to get it back when I come back from out of town. And it might be for sale. If anybody's interested, Century Arms, got a milled receiver, 1 magazine, and like 100 rounds of ammo for it. I don't know if I'm going to keep it yet or if I'm going to sell it. But if I decide to sell it, I will give my people on here first options. So I painted it camouflage. It's nice as fuck, man. And I got it on a deal. I did some trading for it. I traded a Canic Elite 9 kit, had the flashlight and all fucking hollow sun and shit on it. I traded that for it. Good morning, Martin.
Morning, Senator.
And I love AK. I was an AK guy 100%, but I got into AR-15s and now I'm all AR-15s. But I do keep an AK just because, man, it's good to have that 7.62 by 39. You never know. Whoa, Robert said I had the pawn shop, had old Thompson 1911. Dude, I kind of want a Draco. I want the mini Draco because, you know me, bro. I was raised in the hood, so it kind of suits my personality to have a little mini Draco. What? Have you ever shot one? The little bitty tiny fucking AK? Dude, my buddy's got the whole snake set, the King Cobra, the Python, and the Anaconda. But he has them from like the early 80s, and they're fucking beautiful. All stainless with big rubber handles. This is my kind of gun. Demo man, I always want to buy stuff. I have to fight the inner guy in me all the time not to come home with a gun every other week. It's a constant battle with Twin, bro. I need to go to like Firearm Buyers Anonymous or something. Be like, hi, my name's Twin Arrows, and I have a problem. Do what? Yeah, if you want to be on there, I'm just trying to keep the glare off the.
I can do that.
No, you're good. Well, scoot over and get closer because it ain't but so big. Dude, I've had a couple guns stolen and they never find them. I wish. I had a fucking old Ruger P89 45. I think it was a P89 or P90 45. Big heavy brick motherfucker. Somebody broke in my house, stole it. But the guy who stole it got shot by one of my good friends. He shot him. He knew what was up. And they had some beef and he ended up shooting him 3 times. So I guess he got paid back. Yeah, man. And you know what? Do you want the mini Draco or you just want like the mid one or you want the mini one or the mid one? Because I want the mini one because you can put that bitch in a backpack and some gear in it. Nobody would ever know. And that motherfucker, about that big too. Best combat handgun is 1911 or 2011. Yeah, I don't know, man. I mean, it's won a lot of wars. He said, mine kind of don't want unless you got buns, hun. That song's gonna be stuck in my fucking head all day. Thanks, ACR.
Thanks.
My boy Randy, he don't shoot his. I want the 10-inch Draco. The 8-inch would be all right, but uses a lot of muzzle velocity on them little short barrel guns. And when you pull the fucking trigger and all that flame comes out the front, I'm good with that. My name is Salty Marine, and I'm Pew Pew's addicted. Hi, Salty. Yeah, that's me. I'm Twin Arrows, and I'm addicted to guns. I am too, boy. Like, I would fucking trade my last bowl of beans for the right one. I'm just a collector, man, and I've always been into them, and the more the merrier. I mean, I know everybody's like, well, I only have more than one rifle and one pistol because you can't shoot them all at the same time, and if the world ends, you can't take everything. Bullshit. Twin's a big boy. I can carry a lot of weight. Yeah, I'd say I'd get the 10-inch. I mean, but I would like to have a little 8-inch one too, man, because I grew up in the hood, bro. I am fucking probably the most white hood man you've ever seen, because not like that. That didn't sound right. The most white hood man. I am not fucking racist KKK member. That's the first thing that came when a white hood man. I was raised by a black woman in the fucking project. So if anybody wants to fight about me being racist, I'll give you my address and we can go gloves or no gloves, because I ain't gonna hear it like that. But handgun, combat, not match. Yeah, exactly. That, yes, handgun with, now it's good to have one in for backup, but I'm going to fucking go to it. If I know there's going to be a gunfight, I'm toting a rifle. Not the white hoods. I was a white boy that grew up in the hood, man. And, I mean, I still got that rap around here. Everybody knows. Motherfuckers just know me. That's why, I mean, that's what made Twin who he is today, though. I'm the best of both worlds.
I would have loved to call in an airdrop on a few people.
Oh, yeah.
Did you see what Savage said?
Delta guys used the 1911 as a primary fighting system back in the day. Yeah, they did, man. Them Delta guys were some bad motherfuckers, too. I watched the one on a guy from Black Hawk Down that did the...
Bye, Lady in Red.
Have a great day, Lady in Red. Thank you for being here. But, I mean, they're great guns. But if I'm going to go... And I know Martin's... He's an old guy. He likes them 1911s. I'm a fucking Glock guy. I'm just a Glock guy. It's hard for me to say that anything's better than the Glock, but I know people are gonna fucking be like, damn, Twins are fucking, they're plastic and half metal, but you know what? Mine ain't never failed me. Yeah, dude. I got the Century Arms I got, and everybody's like, oh, it's a piece of shit. It's not. They fixed all that shit. And it never let me down. I fucking shot the piss out of that gun one time just to shoot. I haven't shot it in a long time. After I shot it a couple times, I cleaned, put up, and I never really shoot it. When I shoot my ARs. But I was trying to sell it a couple months ago, because they had a fucking badass AK at the gun store that I wanted bad. It was Serbian or Yugoslavian. I can't remember. It was one of those. It was a really good one, and it was only like $600. Yeah, I don't like the Springfield versions, man. Dude, a friend of mine's got a PSA AK. My boy Jamie's son, Donovan, he's got one. He brought his fucking pretty gun. Got beautiful wood on it. What's up? Who's over here giving Dad weapons? Here's little Blackie. Little Blackie said, hi, everybody. I the very littlest one. And she said, I'm almost all black. So we call her, see, my dad calls me Little Blackie. Yeah, it's the weight of the 1911. I got my granddaddy's old one from like Vietnam, and it's a great gun. And I would fucking bet my life on it. To this day, I would still bet my life on it. But as far as carrying it every day, that gun never even gets shot. It's not even loaded. The magazine, I don't keep tension on the spring. The fucking hammers deep off of it. It's just old gun. And it's more because of my grandpa. But somebody's leaving.
It's Pam and all of them out there.
Oh. And but man, I mean, it's won World Wars and Vietnam. I mean, it's a great gun. I've never had a Glock malfunction, nothing. And I've shot the piss from my 19, 17. I had a 21. I got the 29. Like, I have Glock tattooed on my arm right here, bro. Like, I love my Glocks. Like, and I just shoot them good. Like, I went to the gun store with a fucking pocket full of money to buy a 45, and I came out with a Glock 21 SF 45. Like, it just felt good in my hands, and I've never looked back, man. And I'm not saying it's the best gun for everybody. Yeah, I carried 1911 the entire time in law enforcement. Like, it's just maybe, I've never seen one I mean, yeah, all guns will it's a piece of equipment. It'll all malfunction. It can all fuck up. But like, I mean, a lot of the police agencies and shit all through the United States and world carry them. So, but I mean, anything is better than nothing. Yeah, big old piece of metal and fucking wood handles and fucking stick your fucking pinky in the barrel. Yeah, that's kind of shit you like. I don't know.
You beat me up amongst it.
I mean, I drop mine all the time. I threw it on the bed and it bounced off and hit the ground. Now my SIG is a different story, but I literally took my SIG when I got it, took a fucking rubber mallet and smacked the fucking back of it to see if it would go off. It didn't go off. Mine's not a stock SIG either. Mine's all aftermarket shit. That's a fucking Taurus, the PT 145. Isn't that the one that looks like the Beretta? No, that might be a different one. I had a Glock 17. I had an olive drab Glock 17 that I bought myself like 15 years ago for taxes, but a buddy of mine's got it now. No shit. The Glock 30 SF was actually designed by a guy from LA. No shit. Dude, I'd like to have a Glock 30. It's like my 29. It's just 45. I want another 45. I want another 21. Seems like I think of pistols in the way in a public place. They're most practical when you're not expecting a fight, but when be prepared. If you know you're going into a fight, bring something bigger. Exactly. He said, that's not all I'm sticking in the barrel. Maybe a little cucumber pickle. Can't get the kitty nipple. But no, man, it's fucking... Dude, I'd like to have a 26 as an ankle gun. I've never owned a Glock 26 because, like, until I got this 29, they always seemed too small. Like, the minimum I would carry in a Glock for backup is my 19, and then to my hands are still big. But I love that Glock 45, man, because it's got the 17 frame and the 19 slide, and I don't have to go out and buy new holsters. All my holsters for the 19 work for my 45. Dude, I want a Glock 21. But my brother Lee got one. He got the Glock 21 SF, and it's got a fucking aim point red dot on it. Oh, she's a nasty bitch. And I was trying to get it off of him. He ain't coming off of it. I told him I traded my $2,000 SIG for it, and he kind of just looked at me weird. But he wants to get one of the Flux Raiders chassis, and yeah, use a Glock 19 and a 26. So Mama Bear she has my Glock's 19, and I used a 17 round mag in hers. And just gives it a couple extra rounds, but it just gives a little more purchase on it too. But mine 29 has the little. I'll show you. Can't show you the gun, but if I can get the motherfucker out. Yeah, I can get it. So my Glock 29 came with this. See the little extension on it? So I can just put my little pinky on it. But yeah, this isn't stock. It's like it's the Pierce grip. This bit says 1997 on it, so that tells you I got like how old that Glock is. But yeah, this right here, man, it's a fucking world of difference on that, man. Just that one little piece. My local gun store sells them for like $15. I only had the one mag for it because it just came with the gun. I haven't put any money in it yet, but yeah, man, that's what we're I'm gonna get one of them 30 round mags for it just because I think it'd be cool. I have a little tiny gun with a big 30 round mag sticking out the bottom of it. Gangsta, you know me. I got a foot in both worlds. Only twin can walk on both sides of the tracks at one time. Like Blade, only Blade can be in the light in the dark. Only twin can walk on both sides of the tracks at the same time. Yeah. Working and lurking. He said 1911 fits my big hands. It's most likely the comfort level because he's looking for those extensions. Yes, man. I went up to the gun store and my buddy, he's ex-Israeli IDF commando. When all that shit happened in October in Israel, he went back to Israel and they didn't know when he was coming back. Yeah, see, Virginia, that's pretty cool, man. Like it fucking helps, dude. Like I when I went to the gun store and was talking to him about it, he like, here, try it with the regular mag. And I took theirs. My fucking pinky was just gone. And I put that on it and it was just great. Yeah, I've been looking too. And the Glock mags ain't that bad up there. They're pretty cheap up there. But yeah, I need to get some extra mags and I damn sure need a holster. I just got this little like this little fucking cheap leather holster from Walmart to keep it in so it don't get fucked up now. I keep it stashed. It's hidden in the camper. It's hidden in plain sight, but if you didn't know there was a gun there, you wouldn't know there was a gun there. But now I've been looking on, you can get them offline for like $15. I want to get a couple 15 round 10 millimeter mags to put in that, and then I'm going to get one of them 30 round mags from my son-in-law, because man, he don't need a fucking 10 millimeter 30 round mag. I told him, I was like, dude, you just go to the gun store, man, and buy like 2 mags and some box of ammo for it. You know, you gotta, so I'm starting to feel a little better now. Hold on. Who do you think? Oh, that's Gunner. Hey, let me see. Y'all want to see Gunner? This is a big fucking meathead. He said, I heard my daddy. Here's Gunner. That's the only brindle, full brindle we got. He said, hi, guys. Another cuteness. Oh, I'll give you back your mommy. He said, well, my dad's showing me off all the time. Yeah, I've been looking online for some mags and shit. I just haven't had the money. Once I get this job fixing my taxes, come in. You'll all see the new stuff Twin buys with his tax. He's a snuggle bug. But yeah, I want to get some more mags for that. I got to get, oh, there's a bunch of shit I need. I was going to put a 45 degree offset red dot on my gun with my LPVO, but Light Fighter said it best. Well, what do you need it for? And I didn't think about it. I was like, I need it because everybody else has it. And Light Fighters was like, well, what are you going to use it for? What do you need that for? And I was like, I couldn't answer him. And I was like, well, he just saved me a couple $100. So I have one rifle set up with a red dot magnifier, which it's not set up now. I took it off. My Stag, I just run carry handle on it. It's just got a look to it. And then I got the one with the LPVO, but my third rifle will have a red dot. The TS Raider? What is that? So Lee was talking about building the Flux Raider and going out and buying a whole nother SIG. And I was like, well, bro, I got a SIG. I was like, I'll take the red dot because I'm not getting rid of that Trigicon RMR. I just couldn't afford one. And it came with a gun. Dude, I used to have a 96 FS 40 cal. But Lee just went and bought that new Beretta, the fucking military one, the olive drab one. And it's got a fucking red dot on it. It's a nice gun, dude. Nice gun. We didn't shoot it. He got that in the USP 45. He got a HK USP 45 for $750. Like, that is my dream gun. I love it. Ever since I watched Tears of the Sun and they went to that village in Africa that was getting ethnic cleansed, and he was like, we're going in. That dude pulled his shit out and screwed the suppressor on. Twin was like, boing, gotta have one. But I ain't got $2,000 for a handgun like that.
Be careful, Martin.
Damn. That weed didn't come out. But yeah, I want it. And next time he comes up to do some training, he's gonna bring it and let me shoot it. So, because I used to only carry 45s. I was a firm believer 45 is the only way to go. But no, it's not. It's nice to have one, but it's not the only way. Oh, okay. He says the Walmart version of USMC 1911. That USMC, the one that Marsoc uses, that's a pretty motherfucker. They got one at my local gun store, and I'd love to have one in my collection. But he said my favorite no import markings.
He was just dreaming in his hair still.
Yeah, it's the M984. It's the new one, dude. That bitch is nice, man. It's comfortable. I mean, I like Berettas anyway. There's just something about a Beretta, like big, sexy, fucking Italian piece of chunk. Like Lethal Weapon too. It's one of the ones that you see in the movies all the time. But I had the 40 cal. I bought it for like $300, man. The guy at the pawn shop had it, and I was like, "Damn, that's a Beretta for $350." He was like, "Yeah, man." He's like, "It's used and it shoots well." He's like, "We cleaned it up." I bought it right then. I had that. That was my main carry weapon for a couple years. And then I was like, a buddy of mine was like, "Hey man, I really like that Beretta." And I was like, "Hey man, I really like that AK." And he was like, "You want to trade?" So you know the Beretta's gone. But yeah, them fucking USP 45 is gangster. Like, that is fucking sick looking bitch, man. And his has got threaded barrel. Like, it's the USP model. It's the fucking Navy SEAL looking shit. Yeah, exactly. That's why I don't have one of those sitting in my gun safe, man. But they're pretty, man. A buddy of mine has one. He collects 1911s. I think he's got like 150 of them. He's a doctor. He's got a big ass house, and his basement, he's probably got 500-600 different guns. And 1911 is his favorite one. He's got like a bunch of them. We went shooting one day, and he was like, "Let's get down to the gun room and pick out a couple guns to take with us." I was like, "All right." I ain't never seen his gun room. I went down there, man. My fucking jaw hit the ground. I was like, like he's like, pick you out a couple, we'll go shoot him. And I was like, where do I even fucking start? Like he has a wall of antique guns. He has a wall and a half of 1911s, a wall of rifles and shot. I mean, it's shit I've never even heard or seen before. Damn dogs, every time I roll a joint, they sit at my feet waiting. I would be too. Levi, can I get it? I sucked the pins dry. Like we saved it. It lasted them last care packages we got lasted us almost 2 months. So the seeds, those Skunk Hero seeds, those motherfuckers are beautiful. They're fucking huge, beautiful leaves on them, man. Oh, they are beautiful. And they got some rainwater on them and shit. Now they're in the sun, man, back in the sun. I put them up because it's been cold. I didn't want to get frost this week. We hit them, but man, they're fucking beautiful. I appreciate it. I'll get some stuff to you, Levi. Like as soon as we get back, I'll send you some money, brother. You ain't got to keep giving us stuff. I just got to get that one initial check and I'll be back on my feet. HK rifling, something to be said there. Yeah. Like a friend of my, so I had a buddy of mine. I met him. This was years ago. I got a German Shepherd from him. Met him at the flea market. We just became real good friends. And I went over to his house one day to get my dog. And ATF up in this motherfucker. Ain't no ATF up in here, bro. Unless it's alcohol, tobacco, firearms store I can go to. Ain't no ATF in here. And I went over there. I really do appreciate that, Levi. You don't know how much it does help Mama Bear and I, though. Like we can tell a huge difference. I'm sure y'all can too. Like it's a huge difference for us mentally. But I went over and he was like, hey man, come check my gun safe out. He's pulling fucking HK like ARs out. And I'm like, damn, fucker, you got all these HKs and Glocks. He's like, these are the best ones. And I was like, holy shit, can I shoot that one? And he was like, yeah, let's go. Dude, them HKs, I think it's the 418, I think is what he had. I ain't never shot no gun like that. That's a different, it's like, when you pick up, like I know it's a name brand, and just because it says HK doesn't mean it's the best in the world. But there's something to be said about an HK gun. He had the G3 308, man. Like on the movie Sniper, his fucking spotter had the fucking G3, man. Like wow, I was like, these guns are something different, man. Like and well built. Like you know when you pick something up, you can just tell. Like it's not built like the other ones. Like you pick some up, they're like, man, like this is just trash. Then you pick some up, it's like, holy fuck, this gun is like engineered to perfection. But that's why they got them price tags. You pay, buy once, cry once kind of thing. My brother Lee he's always talking shit to me. Well, man, you got 8 chest rigs, and it costs the same as this one that's better than those 8. But he's always like, buy once, cry once, buy once, cry once. But he's got the money where he can buy them once and cry once. Twin has to buy one 15 times and cry because I don't have what I want. But I am getting better at that shit. I do save up now and get the better of the gear and better of the guns because, man, your life depends on it. Oh, hell. That's Mama Bear's birthday. April 12th is Mama Bear's birthday. He said, especially I can't appreciate Glocks or clocks. Yeah, Glocks to me, though, they're good guns, man. They're built. We could argue, we could have a whole live chat about which handgun is the best. Personally, they're all good if it fits you. If you can shoot it comfortably and you can shoot it well. I don't give a fuck if you shoot a high point, as long as you can shoot and hit what the fuck you're aiming at. And if you showed up and you had a 1911, I show up and have a Glock, as long as my shit fires when I pull the trigger and I can accurately hit what I'm aiming at, I like them all. I'd like to have a Ferrari and a fucking Volkswagen Beetle, just for 2 different reasons. You know what I mean? Happy birthday, Mama Bear. You get a turkey for her on her birthday. That way, please come back and tell us you got a fucking turkey on her birthday. That would be lit. Yeah. Twin won't even be here for her birthday, and it hurts my feelings. Exactly, Bill. The one you have on you is the one that you need. It's whatever you got on you the time that you need it. And trust me, my Glock has got me out of a couple of situations where I didn't think I was going to get out of them. And I was happy as fuck to have. Hell, I'd have been happy to have a high point in that situation. Yes, definitely, brother. Please do. That would be awesome. Get a turkey on your birthday. That would be cool as shit. My son one year, his birthday is October 26th. And we had a little birthday party for him. And I was like, what do you want for your birthday? He said, Daddy, out of all the presents, I just want you to get a deer. Not only did we get 1 deer, we got 2 deer. I shot one and my buddy shot one. I carry a 38 special, not the best bunny, but hey, dude, shit, Justin. Nice name too, brother. A 38 special has got more people out of sticky situations probably than any other gun, like a 22. Like
Martin, Saturday.
Saturday was Mama's birthday. Yep. A 38 special snub nose, man, you can conceal it, and a 150 grain bullet, shit. Like, I love a 38. I had a 4-inch barrel 38 and an inch barrel, 2-inch little snub nose. From that one was from the 30s. It was I took it to the gun store and they looked it up and ran the numbers. It was a detective gun out of New York in the 30s and 40s. So that would be I had it. I mean, it had a little leather sheath that was like made for it. If she could, I wish she could. Shit, her phone. You can't do a live on your phone. Yeah, we're still working on getting all her stuff. Yeah, 9mm 38, same size. And it put a world of hurt on you, buddy. And it doesn't kick the shell casings out. A lot of people are like, oh, a wheel gun won't. I have an old buddy of mine, Tom Hewitt. He carries a 357 Dan Wesson. That motherfucker, he's one of them guys, man, he don't like a 1911. He don't like semi-automatic handguns. It'll jam on you. Well, my shit ain't never jammed, but that fucking wheel gun, it'll let him hit kick. I carry a police issue 38 special sub nose with a 4-inch barrel. That and 4-inch 38, yeah, you got some velocity coming to that bitch, man. Who makes it? A Colt? Mine was a Colt. Had a little horse standing up on it. Dude come up to me and was like, hey man, I'm hard up for cash. And I was like, what's up? And he was like, I'm trying to sell this gun and nobody wants it because it's a little snub nose 38. I said, well, how much you trying to get for it? He was like, $250. I was like, you got it with you? He was like, yeah, it's in the car. He went out and got it. I was like, here you go. I'll take it right then. Hell, man, that was a great little gun. Yeah, he said, my favorite 38 is the Smith & Wesson 4642 internal hammer, man. Yeah, it won't snag on shit. And I haven't got that 38 no more, unfortunately. A buddy of mine liked it better than me, and he offered way more. Smith & Wesson revolvers is one of the best, I think.
Adrian, once I get my phone back, I'll start doing
my
live
EDC
videos again.
Kicked the amount 25. Yeah, that's fucking dope. I want a 44 mag. I want the Smith & Wesson 629 or 89 classic DX with a like 6-inch barrel, stainless steel with the fucking rubber handles. That's a bad bitch. I not 44 mag. I want one. Smith & Wesson, man, they're hard to beat. Their revolvers. Twin, I got a video I probably put on my YouTube. I was shooting the Smith & Wesson 500. That was fucking fun. A buddy of mine got one with a 4-inch barrel. That's a fucking handful, son. I shot it. It's a brick buster for sure. 32 Magnum. I had an H&R 32 Magnum. You push this little thing and it broke in half, and you can load it in there. It was a nice old gun. I've had a bunch of guns over the years, but they come and go, man. Like I keep the ones that I really love, and then the ones that I like them and I just don't shoot them, and somebody else likes them more, or they have something better that I want. We trade. I do a lot of trading. I'd take that one too, Martin. Them Taurus Raging Bulls ain't no joke. Got the fucking vented barrel too. Yeah. So a Raging Bull, it's a revolver, but on the port, so when you shoot it, the pressure, like at the end, it's like a compensator. It kicks the pressure up, so the recoil's not as bad. They're good, and they're really reasonable price. Exactly, Levi. Exactly. That's what I said, man. My buddy was like, Tom, he had a bunch of them. Smith & Wesson 44, but he carried that 6-inch barrel Dan Wesson everywhere we went. He had a big farm out in Castalia. I used to help him out there. I carried a 1911. I had a Colt Gold Cup that I carried for years, man. And I'd go out and he always talked shit. That fucking old semi-automatic piece of shit. It'll jam when you don't need it to jam. I was like, it never jammed for me. I shoot the piss out of this thing. I had a conversion kit to make it into a 22. And he's like, you get your wheel gun. And I'm like, bro, you're a FUD. But back then, I didn't know what a FUD was. And now I know he was an old FUD. Yeah, that and a 30-30 he carried in his car everywhere. And he had a Marlin 22 mag bolt action with a scope on it. I used to shoot the fucking groundhogs and snakes. I had a black snake stick his head out of the weeds, and I shot that bitch's head off at 50 yards with that 22 mag. I want a 22 mag rifle bad. Henry makes a lever action 22 mag. I got a Henry that shoots the shorts, longs, and long rifles. Accurate motherfucker, man. Fucking, I went to buy a 10-22 and came out with that Henry, and I love it. Like, I don't shoot it very much because it's just pretty, you know. But I fucked up, and when we were moving, it got a nick taken out of the fucking foregrip, and it made it fucking. But now it's a work gun. They're all tools, but yeah, I love it. I got a Marlin JM stamp bolt 20. Dang, bro, you want to trade something for it? Now I want, man. 22 mag is a highly underrated round, man. I got 2 pistols that shoot. That's the Heritage Arms. They shoot the 22 long rifles and 22 mag. You just swap the cylinder out. And man, that 22 mag is something special. But you put that bitch in a long barreled rifle, fuck, dude, you couldn't beat that. Yeah, I want one something bad. Nope, he said, I loved you. He said, I just want to lay on your lap. Yeah, I'd love to have a 22 mag. I know I'm just fucking with you, TMT. I wouldn't anyways. I don't have nothing to trade. But now I want one. I've kept my eyes on the market for a used one or just anything. But the Henry, I keep leaning towards it, but that's like a $500 rifle, and Twin just don't got it right now. I would like to have a bolt action magazine fed though. 1955 Marlin 336 CS, and fuck man, a 35 Remington. The only 35 Remington I ever shot was a lever action. I thought it was a 30-30. My buddy was like, man, you ever shot one of these? And I was like, yeah, it's 30-30. He was like, no, it's a 35 Remington. Big fucking round, dude. It was really nice. I think every household should at least have a 22. Exactly. At least, I'm a firm believer that you should have a 22, a 12 gauge, some kind of a combat handgun, and a rifle. But everybody should have a 22, because sometimes a 9mm is just a little too much to shoot something. If you want to be a little bit less quiet or a little bit more accurate, I mean, I have two 22 pistols and a rifle. And I have 80,000 22 rounds, probably. I have an old 22 rifle, just I had since I was a kid. My dad got me. It's now customized and turned into a Marlin Model 60 Draco Super Sniper rifle. That's cool. That's cool. And I want a 10-22, and Randall actually gave me dibs on a really fucking nice one. Had a 50-round mag, the original scope, and it was from the pre-70. I think it was a 1970-something model. I wanted it, man, but it was just the wrong time. If I would have had the money, I'd have had that rifle, and I would love to have had that rifle. But yeah, everybody needs a 22, man. And to shoot, to get kids started in shooting, nothing beats 22. Remington SPS 300 Win Mag, 26-inch stainless barrel is the best one. That is a fucking gangster. That is a fucking sniper rifle. 300 Win Mag is a bad fucking round. Look at it again. TMTS Golden 5 EDC pistol, shotgun, bolt gun, and battle rifle. Exactly. And a 22. Yep. You need a shotgun, a 22, and a good bolt action rifle, and a good semi-automatic rifle. But damn, this one. But yeah, I didn't have a 22, but I had a lot of ammo for it. I had one that previously got sold, but I people give me 22 ammo all the time, and I like to say I probably got 80 to 100,000 rounds of 22 ammo. I have a box of ammo when it was like $7 for 550. But man, we shoot out of all the guns I own, we shoot the 22s most. It's just convenient, cheap to shoot, and accurate, and it does the job. Yeah, I wish I could get an FAL, man. Fucking my boy DJ, the Metalhead Mercenary, that he's a fall guy, and fucking he said the magazines are hard to get right now, and if you can get them, they're real expensive. But you got to pay for what you get, man. I want a 308 battle rifle. Cajun's working on my AR-10. As soon as taxes come in, I'll have that, and I'll do a video when I get that thing. Later, Mr. 420. Thanks for joining, brother. I'll see y'all maybe tomorrow. I'll probably do a live chat in the morning because I'm not leaving until tomorrow afternoon. Just remember, 5.56 is just a sharp 22 with a lot of ass behind it. Yes, sir, it is. Big game muzzleloader, but I hunt muzzleloader pistol. Oh, no shit. I had I think mine was a CVA 50 cal. Mine was an inline muzzleloader. So you get the little pre-packed charges, the powder pellets about that big. You load it through the front, then you load everything, and then you put the little blasting cap in the back to get it. Yeah. Yes, sir, and cheap to put food on the table. And I know damn well that I can kill a deer with it because I have shot a deer with a 22 rifle and killed it right where she stood. Like, I was hunting out of my bathroom at the house. One was in the backyard. It was hunting season. I shot her in the fucking side of the head with a 22. She didn't run. And I've shot them with high caliber rifles where they run. 22 is quiet and cheap, and like it's just a good all around gun, man.
How are they able to do that when it's so hot?
I don't know. There's fucking pieces of shit. That's why. Yeah, I love shooting muzzleloaders. My ex-girlfriend, Mandy, she was one of those, if you can do it, I can do it better because I'm a girl. So I was like, oh, yeah, you want to shoot the 50 cal? She was like, yeah, I want to shoot it. So I put a Magnum load in that bitch. It blew her fucking flip-flops off. I had a picture of it. She hit that bitch and flip-flops went flying. She never asked to shoot it again. And then she tried to tell me that I had a 20-inch barrel Mossberg. I put a fucking 3-inch double-aught buck. First two were just regular low brass bird shots. Boom, hit the target. Boom, hit the target. That third one fucking knocked her shit in the ground, buddy. She never asked to shoot shotgun again. I use air for everything. Cowdy and under. Cheaper, quiet, and accurate. I need a 22, 25. Dude, I'd love to have one of them 22 caliber. I want the one, it's just cheap. It's not cheap, but it's like $200 from Walmart. But it's the single shot. You break it in half, put it in, and shut it, and shoots, man. I've killed a fucking assload of squirrel with one. Assloads of squirrels with the fucking 22. And they're louder than what you think it would be for a M14. Martin, that is one of my dream guns, and I will have one. As my dad called a dinner getter. My buddy Lee has the SOCOM 16, the 16-inch barrel fucking M14. That's a fucking fun gun to shoot too. 3 years ago, I pegged a groundhog 40 yards away with my 22, and he didn't run, did he? Fucking, and you can get the really good high velocity, like the stinger loads and shit. They're good for 22s. My back was feeling fine a minute ago. Now I guess it's when I sit a certain way.
Yeah, it's probably the way we've been sleeping too.
Oh, it's gonna have oh shit, Criterion barrel. That's gonna be. I can't wait. That gun is gonna be stupid sentimental, anyways, because you built it, Cajun, and we've been friends for years. And I mean, like the other day he called me Frogman. That was my old call sign, and he was like, I know the old twin, man. That's how long me and Cajun have been friends for years, man. Like 6, 7, 8 years. Nah, somebody, no, nobody. And then it's why it caught me off guard, because I saw it. I was like, whoa, I ain't been called that in a minute. Exactly, Robert. It put it right there. 22 hollow points. I got hollow points and like the regular. Now I got some 22 mags. I got the ballistic tip. I haven't shot any of them yet. Crab with a knot. Hey, what's up, brother? I ain't seen you been in a minute. I know most of you guys probably already aware, but I found out 22 BB caps the other day considered the first contained metal cartridge. So I have some Aguilas that have no gunpowder. I think it fires the projectile off the black, like the primer, the cap. I have a box of them. They are stupid quiet out of a rifle. Handgun, not so much, especially my revolvers, because it's revolver. But I put one in a rifle and shot it. It was stupid quiet, but I only have like 50 of them, so I don't really shoot them. CMP has M1s 308 that take M14 mags, new production. I'll have to check them out, man. Dude, I was up in, me and Mama Bear went and met a friend of ours up at Bass Pro Shops, and they had the full-length M14 and the SOCOM. I want a full-length one, and I want to make it look like the rifle off of Black Hawk Down. Diablo 12-gauge pistol? Fuck, man. I bet that's a fucking bitch to shoot, ain't it, brother? Cap pistols use caps and are legal to own for a felon, but it's like a repeat. Oh, no shit? Yeah, the AR-10s are heavy, man, but I don't give a shit. Shit, I'm a big boy. I can't wait to get mine. That one Cajun's building me, guys, is going to be a bad motherfucker, because he is Wilson Combat, upper and lower, man. It's just a bad motherfucker. I think it's upper, not the lower, but it's badass. And Cajun only puts the good shit in guns anyways. All the ones that he's built that I've seen are fucking high quality, and that's why I wanted Cajun to build it. Other than that, he's one of my best friends. Plus, throw him a little extra because he needs money. A 30-inch bull barrel? Holy fuck, Martin. I bet that bitch will reach out like AT&T, bro. You can hit a motherfucker from another zip code with that. Mine's going to be my designated marksman rifle. I have a 308 bolt action that I've been using in conjunction with my AR-15, but carrying 2 rifles through the woods is a bitch. And I was like, I want an AR-10. Not only that, because Cajun also was like, dude, you can buy upper receivers for the AR-10 that's like 7mm 08, 6.5s and shit. So that's why they make bipods. That's right. Exactly. And I'm like, man, if I could just get an AR-10, that way I could run my 308, hit long distance. I have an optic for it and everything already. And I have something I can reach out a little bit farther than the AR with a lot more horsepower, and I can get other uppers. Hey, man, do it, ACR. I think that's another thing. I need to get working out. I worked out in a couple of days. And that's part of the reason all that shit caught twin. Because I'm not physically sick. Mine was just mental. Like, sometimes you just got to unplug from the world and just say, fuck it, and hide in the camper all day. Get a little smoke in me, I'll be just fine. Yeah, AR-10, it's one of those ones I've been chasing for a long time, Virginia, and I'm just trying to get it, but occasionally get it. Fucking 12 gauge. Oh, shit, man, I'll come. Dude, I do tree work. Levi on the side. Wilson Combat upper and lower, Criterion barrel, and a Gosley trigger. If that tells y'all what my 308 is going to be like. And he's building it for a good deal. Rarest gun I've held was a WA 2000 sniper rifle, 172 made. I dug out of a blue water bin in the dirt in Iraq. I tried to do the paperwork to bring it home, but officer took it and hung it in the way. Ah, company office. Man, I bet that was a nice motherfucker, wasn't it? I love being a designated marksman in my group. Like, they kind of nominated me for that. I was like, man, because everybody's got a couple jobs. Like, one's a medic, one's got communications, designated marksman, and you got to, all that shit. And everybody was like, well, dude, you're the best shot. Dude, exactly. Like, I went over, Levi, the other day, my buddy called me, and I went over and cut like 50-some trees down. I was tired. When I got home, I was tired. I was covered in man glitter, too. And custom-loaded match ammo. Man, that's what I'm going to have to get some of that from him, too. Plowing snow was making me get... Yeah, because you don't get to do anything, man. And tree work is, and dude, when you fell a big tree, it's the same rush. The biggest tree they had, and when we fell, I was still shaking. Got that adrenaline rush when it hits and the ground shakes. And then I went over to my daughter's father-in-law's house and fucking cut a branch off and made $300. So it pays good too. But I was always in good shape. I worked on a tree company that we processed all the trees we cut down into firewood. So I got paid to cut the tree, paid to make it into firewood, and then I sold the firewood on my off time, and I got paid 3 times off one tree. Can't beat that either. You don't get paid like that for. Oh yeah, it's a rush, man. I don't care. Every single time and not even that, it's just so many things can go wrong. Like if I cut a tree the other day, it's real windy, and best my better judgment, I was like, well, let's go ahead. I tied a rope up, and my boy was pulling it to make it fall. And the wind was perfect. It was blowing, and I notched it, did my back cut, and the tree started going this way, and she stopped, and the wind blew and come back to and pinched my saw. Ran over, helped him grab rope, and pulled over. That's a rush too. He said, I love felling trees with my 26-inch axe. That's even a better rush. I got a steel 261 computer carbureted chainsaw. I'm saving up for the 500i. It's a fuel-injected big fucker. You can put a damn 6-foot bar on it, and she'll cut through shit. But it's almost $2,000. That's my next chainsaw. I want a little climbing saw too, because sometimes like the other day I did the job, I climbed up a ladder with that heavy ass 261. All I needed was a little climbing saw for a 6-inch round. You just go up there with one hand and cut it right down. They're expensive too. But the guy that helped me cut some of them trees, he showed up late after church. He had battery operated climbing saw. I was like, really? Like I've never used a steel battery operated saw. I was kind of impressed. My boss bought a brand new crane this year. We're planning on doing storm hurricane work. Dude, there's going to be a bunch of it too, man. I did that one year. We had a bad hurricane, and all I did was threw a couple saws that I had and some rope in the truck, man. I think I made about 15 grand in a month just riding around. Hey, you need to get that tree off your house? $500. Okay. And a lot of it was insurance work. So, man, we went and got trees off, and I made a lot of money doing that shit. If it weren't for me getting work starting to pick back up, I've been looking for a tree company too. Like, I used to climb. I mean, I'm 6'9", 250, but I used to climb trees. I don't have all my climbing gear anymore. But yeah, there's going to be a bunch of storms. They said this year it's going to be bad. He said I drove semis for the year. I'm not. Now, yeah, you see a lot of fat truckers though, because man, they drive all the fucking time, man. They don't never do nothing but drive. He said I ain't a driver or fat. I used to be fat-ish. You guys can look at the old videos in me and mama working out, walking, doing rucking my videos. I was a big boy, but I just decided to get back in shape. You got to, man. You got to. You can't. You can't be fat and overweight and expect to be all out here doing all kind of goon shit in the woods, weighing 400 pounds. And I'm 6'9", 250, savage. I was 6'9", 350, but I lost 100 pounds. Yeah, I mean, everybody always asks, you play basketball? No, white boys can't jump. I played football, and my wrestling coach was my defensive line coach. He wasn't about to let me play basketball. He was like, you're going to wrestle. And I mean, I was bigger than everybody. I never got to wrestle in any matches, like, because nobody was my size.
But Twin could play football.
Yeah, I got a bunch of awards and shit for football, and I wasn't really in good shape. I was just big. You know what I mean? He's my football coach. My son went to Dillard Drive Middle School, and the football coach caught him in the hallway one day. He was like, hey, man, you going to try out for football? He was like, no, I'm going to play football. He's like, I don't know. You know, if my dad will let me. He was like, man, he's like, I don't know how to play. The coach looked at him and said, son, I can teach you football. I can't teach you to be 6'6", 400 pounds. He's like, that's a gift, and you're going to play football. I'll talk to your dad, which I never missed a game. I was happy as hell when he told me that. But Alan's he's not real good in physical fitness. He just doesn't like running and shit. Now he looks back at himself and he's like, man, Dad, I wish I'd have kept playing. I was like, yeah, me too, motherfucker, because you'd be an offensive fucking tackle right now making fucking millions of dollars. But yep, 6'9", 250. That's why I can look above all the shelves and I can find people in the crowd. Yeah, dude, I watched a guy on YouTube. He cooks in his truck cage, and he's got this little like hot pad. He makes some good shit in his truck. Plus, saves you money. That's the main thing. Is food is fucking expensive to eat out, and it's the quality and quantity isn't worth it anymore. You go out and spend $50 on food, and you leave hungry, man. It's just not the same. Not like it used to be. Oop, chickens are having bags, so we got to go do what now today? Laundry, taxes, and then my appointment at 3. A lot of shit. Yeah, and try to supply. For what? Oh, yeah, that's right. Get the milk for them. Hey, man, I'm with you, Savage. Yeah. I ruck all the time. Plus, I got a little workout machine here. Plus, my jobs are physical. I cannot fucking sit still. My back is on fire, man. It's like right here in the fucking, like my sciatic nerve. I wrestled in high school. Oh, no shit, dude. That's what's up. Yeah, my defensive coach was a wrestling coach. So he was like, man, you're going to go do this. And I was like, okay. So I wrestled. I mean, I wrestle. And it helped me later in life with my judo and Brazilian jiu-jitsu. So I have a lot of business to take care of today. That's why I'm not in the bush. Exactly. I got so much shit to do today. And then tomorrow I got to go shopping for my ride. It's a 5.5 hour ride in the fucking truck. So it's going to be a long fucking ride. I'm not looking forward to being out of town. Damn, blew his knee out. Fuck. And it seems like that's what happens, man. I know a lot of people who are playing football and doing shit. And then all of a sudden, something right before they were about to get drafted or go to college, man, bam. Like when I was playing football, I had scouts from all the local colleges coming and watching me. And life had different plans for Twin. I was like, man, I played defensive tackle. I could play offense and defense, but so I was much faster than all the other guys that were my size. So they put me on defensive tackle, and I loved to play defense. Like, I loved it. And my fucking Coach Moore, he was a Vietnam vet. Half his leg was blown out by an AK, and he was a fucking crazy motherfucker. He used to hit us with no pads and bleed and be like, this is what I want to see. But he made me a fucking warrior on the football field. But I got won a bunch of awards, had all kinds of – and like 7th and 8th grade, I had to go to high school to get my equipment. And when I got to high school, like one of my first games, my coach came up and he was like, no pressure today, big guy, but you see them guys sitting right there? I was like, yeah. He was like, there's scouts from NC State watching you. They want to see if you got what it takes to go to school, full scholarship. And Twin was a dumbass. Yep. I was like, man, because I was fast as fuck. I'm 6'9". At that time, I was what, 260? I was 6'6", 260-ish in middle school. In high school, I started growing a little more. But I was quick as fuck, and I could find that ball, like, and you couldn't stop me. Once I had I would hate so much. My life and my mom and parents fucked me up so much that I hated everything, and I just translated all that hate into I hate him because he's carrying that football. And my coach loved that shit, dude. I ate motherfuckers lunch for breakfast, son. And coaches would come in. I had NC State, UNC, Duke, Texas A&M came to check me out. Florida State came. I had scouts from Florida State come and watch me play. And everybody was kind of like, hey, my school will do this, this, and this. And my school will do this, this, and this. But here I am. I wish I would have fucking went, man. Shit, man. But I did talk to a guy that played for the Detroit Lions, had 13 different surgeries, and he was rich, but he was like, man, I'd give it all up just to be able to not have to wake up, eat a handful of pain meds just to function. He said, it's hard on your body, and you just got to know when you make enough money to get the fuck out while you can still enjoy it. And I was like, I feel you, because but I loved it. I miss it. And I had a buddy of mine was trying to get me to go out. There's the Raleigh Rebels. It's a arena football team. He was trying to get me to do it because he played for him. And he was like, bro, come. Like, I'll get your shit set up. Come and just try out. And I'm like, man, I'm fucking too out of shape for that shit. He was like, no, you're not. Come. You just come, and I'll get you on a team. And wrong place at wrong time, I guess. All right, later, man. Kenneth, thanks for coming, brother. Dude, yeah, like football, it was my therapy. Like, I could take all that hate and anger and depression and just fucking let it loose, man. You harness that shit and turn into a fucking animal and just kill everything that's carrying that football that's wearing a different uniform. And I took that shit to heart, and I fucking loved it. Mama Bear was school with me. She knows. Like, I missed that shit. Yep. I mean, there was petitions when I was in middle school because I was so much bigger than everybody. They were like, I'd run out on the field and you could hear parents gasp, like, oh, what the fuck is that? They got a grown-ass man playing. And they had people that were trying to get it to where I couldn't play. And my school backed me. They were like, no, he's legal age. He's here registered in school. He's just a big boy. He's going to play football for us. We won damn near every game. Thanks, brother. Yeah, all my people are here, man. So I'm glad you knew some people. He's like, this Kenneth found everybody over here. He knows Martin.
That's cool.
Thanks for subbing too, brother. I'm trying to get to, I don't have a limit where I'm trying to get to, but I'm trying to get as high as I can on that. I played baseball and golf. I played football, WC wrestling in the backyard as a kid. It was rougher than the sport. I loved riding my bike as a kid, about 10 miles. Dude, I grew up in North Raleigh. I had a Mongoose little trick bike. Dude, in North Raleigh now, I wouldn't let my kids run around my age. Back then, it was a lot different, and my parents didn't give a fuck. But I used to ride all over North Raleigh. Dude, I do 20 miles a day sometimes. I was bullied a lot, and when tournament come, my coach told me to eat their words. Exactly, brother. Yeah, man, it was great seeing you, and thanks for coming, bro. Dude, yeah, my mom was, I didn't grow up the best, poor. Grandparents did the best they could. My mom was never really around. Like, she never really liked me anyways. But my coach told me, he was like, man, like, he sat down and talked to me, my Coach Moore. Because he was like, you're so fucking ill all the time. And I'm like, bro, I got a shitty life and poor. And he was like, I know, man, you don't got good shoes and stuff like that. They helped me a lot with that. You get picked on all the time. He was like, save all that shit. He said, man, when you get on that football field, you know that guy carrying that ball? That's the one that cracked on your Walmart shoes. Or that's the one that said your shirt wasn't nice enough. Or you ain't going to sit at our lunch table because you don't got the same shit. And I took that shit to word. And then, man, when I got out there, like I listened to my Walkman on the way with all this different music. And when I got there, bro, I wasn't the same person. Like when I hit that fucking football field and my cleats hit that shit, I turned into a beast. And I mean, I am still like that now.
ACR, we'll talk to you
later, brother. Love you, brother. Hope. Man, like Coach Moore, man, he grabbed me one day. I wasn't in it. My heart wasn't in it that day. And we used to have to lay on our backs. One guy would have the ball. We'd blow the whistle. We'd jump up and hit each other. And I got laid the fuck out by a little dude. And my fucking coach grabbed me and headbutted me with my helmet on. Cracked his nose, bleeding. He's like, I want the fucking beast to come out. He fucking about beat my ass. And he was like, you're going to fucking do it. Or I'm going to fuck you up. And then got my bike. And I laid that motherfucker out so goddamn hard they had to pick him up. And he was like, that's the motherfucker I want to see. Grab a 22, get on bike, and go into the wood. Yeah, exactly, dude. Yeah, I used to jump on my little bike, my backpack. I rode all over the fucking place, man. Like everywhere. Yeah, you can't. Like I rode through North Raleigh, right where I grew up. The house that I lived in is long gone. They got a fucking laundromat or something there now. But man, I was like, dude, I can't believe I used to ride around this place just by myself, 10, 12, all over the place, man. And nothing ever happened. But now I would know my kids wouldn't be able to do that.
We have way too many people now.
Yeah. No, that part of Raleigh is just blew up. I mean, all of North Carolina's blowing up. So much shit.
It's definitely not like it was when we.
No, definitely not like it was when we went anywhere, man. It was all the stuff that used to be there. Some of the stuff's still there. Most everything's tore down now, and they got all fucking. It's just crappy there. They tore houses down and put strip malls in and shit like that. So, but yeah, I miss it. And my son's a big boy too, and he played football, but it's just life and all that shit, man. And then COVID kind of fucked him up because they shut schools and shit down. After that, he never went back. He wasn't real good in school anyways, man. He had anger issues and people would fuck with him because of all that shit. And he was bigger kid, so he always got picked on. Like everybody thinks because you're a big guy, nobody wants to fuck with you. That's the exact opposite. If you're a big guy, everybody wants to fuck with you because everybody thinks they can whoop your ass. Ain't the case all the time though. So. How are we going to do this with all the pups and shit? And we're all
over here.
I was thinking tomorrow we'll go do laundry before I go because we got too much to do today to try to get that done today. Yeah. But no, it was great playing. And then I was really good at it. And like I said, man, I was kind of so when you go to high school, you had junior varsity and varsity. Like 9th and 10th was junior varsity, 11th and 12th was varsity. I skipped junior varsity. They put me right on varsity. They didn't want me playing junior varsity. Like, hey, we need you up here. Like, and I was playing with the older kids, big kids that fucking had been playing for many, many years. And I still stuck out. That was not bragging. Just, that was one of the things. I'm like Al Bundy. That was my one champion moment in life. My favorite place for picking up gals was the beach. They're already half naked. Hell yeah. And sun kiss, buddy. I love NC minus the hoods. I love the small town. Yeah. Dude, I grew up in the hood, man. Like I said, Twin's one of those guys I can walk on each side of the tracks and fit right in. I grew up, my mom was black, so I grew up in that side of the track, and I was white, so I was on that side of the track. Not trying to be racist. I don't want to sound like I'm racist or anything. I'm not, you know that. But like, I fit in everywhere because everybody, I don't know why, everybody just seems to like Twin Arrows. Like, everybody's like, hey, what's up, guy? I'm like, man, do I look? I'm tattooed, 6'9". I always look like I got a chip on my shoulder, but people just love us, man. I had a woman come up not too long ago. A little old black woman came up and told me I was a tall drink of water. I had to come home and ask Mama Bear what that meant.
Justin, thanks for coming in.
Thanks, brother.
Oh, you're
hey, man. Oh, dude. Yeah, dude. Hey, awesome. And I do my live chats most every weekday and Saturday and Sunday at like 7 a.m. Eastern time. Not every day, but most of them. Welcome to join us anytime, brother. Please. And as you can tell, yes, I'm heavily tattooed. I'm a tattoo freak. He's a Desiree. Neutron. Dude, yeah. North and Henderson. Raleigh and Durham have some hoods, but Henderson is fucking. I used to work on Camp Lejeune. I was a DOD contractor down there, so I used to work down there. And Fayetteville, that's a fucking shithole too. But it's no, yeah. I'm trying to get out of North Carolina now, Savage. I'm trying to actually get west. The good Lord's telling me to head west, like an old pilgrimage. Get the fuck out of North Carolina, off the East Coast. Yeah, I didn't know what it meant. She said, "You're a tall drink of water." I just thought because I was tall, she called me that. I went home and said, "Hey, what is when a woman says you're a tall drink of water?" She said, "Who told you that?" I was like, "Some like 80-year-old black woman at the store." She was like, "Ooh, she wanted to jump your bones." I was like, "That's what that means?" She's like, "Yeah, honey." I was like, "Oh, okay." I didn't know what that meant. I'm ignorant, I guess, but I was like, damn. I thought she was just commenting on how tall I was. I was like, "Oh, thank you." You know, she's being nice. Yeah, she said, "You a tall drink of water." And then I was like, oh, now I know what that means. But she was like 80 years old. You could tell she was googly eyed like the Cookie Monster too, boy. She's like, oh. She said, "How tall are you, honey?" I was like 6'9", man. She said, "You a tall drink of water." I said, "Oh, yeah, I'm tall." Nope. He said, "Got to dodge the dust off of it." I went home with a Durham kid once. Saw a black 16-year-old pull out an AK in a truck and rip into the air. Yeah, oh yeah. You know, that's common sense down there. That's, you know, when I go to Durham, I carry 2 guns and extra mags. I'm gonna put it to you like that. We had to do a house in Durham, and my boss asked me specifically. He said, "Hey, you don't mind throwing a rifle in the truck?" Yeah, I was like, "Why?" He's like, "We're going to Durham." And he said, "You got a pistol?" I was like, "Yeah." He said, "Bring it and wear it." After about the 3rd time, somebody walking up and asking for a cigarette or some money, he was like, "You got that gun with you?" I was like, "Yeah, it's in the truck. I just don't want to get paint on it." He's like, "Put it on your side and make it visible." I did it. Nobody fucked with us the rest of the day. Young men, go to Florida. Pool cleaners needed. Hey, Mama Bear wouldn't let me be a pool boy. We watched too many pornographic movies where the pool boy gets some. Hey, man, women like tall, tattooed guys, especially when I had a beard. It was the beard set it off. Now it's the mustache. But, yep, no pool guys for me. I'm just glad I can make y'all laugh because I don't think Twin's that funny sometimes. Mama Bear don't think Twin's that funny sometimes. You guys can't see her face sometimes. Most of the looks I get on here ain't smiles and happy looks. She's like, "Why the fuck did you say that?" Yes, I get. Yeah, now I know what she was very thirsty. Yeah, because I was like, "What the fuck does that even mean?" I didn't know. I was in my mind was someplace else. I went home. I was like, "Yeah, some woman said I was a tall drink of water." And Mama Bear was like, "Who said that?" I was like,
Is that in Virginia?
"Yeah." Yep, and she was thirsty for some tall twin arrows. That shit was hilarious. She, like I said, she must have been. I mean, she was older one. I say 80, but she was definitely over 60. But yeah, I just missed the look. Yeah, yeah, and said it right in front of her husband. That's why I didn't think it was anything like that. Because he was like, "You big guy." I was like, "Yeah," and she was like, "You a tall drink of water." And he didn't say nothing about it, so I was like, I didn't know what it meant. I guess nobody's ever said that to me before. I've been called everything, Jolly Green Giant. I had a motherfucker say, "Man, you look like the Jolly Green Giant." I said, "Hey, you want to see Sprout?" And he was like, "Huh?" Fucking. I just missed. He said, "You just missed a look." I get them all the time, bro. Like if Mama Bear ain't give me some kind of crazy look at least 15 times a day, I ain't doing my job right. Something's off with Twin if that happens. Oh, Mama's getting attacked. These puppies love her, man.
Come on.
See, this is all good fun. Oh, I knew Durham was like that. I grew up out this way. I knew parts of Durham were like that. So I've been to parts. So I had my own company for a while, and I worked at another part. Larb, what's up? I worked in like over the Hillsborough Road, Hillendale side, and that's just a bunch of like liberal white people in like these little mill houses. But I've been to parts of Durham where a buddy of mine told me. I went down to Andrew Avenue, and he was like, "Look, homie, the fucking cops won't come down here unless they're like 15 deep." And he was like, "So we got to go down here." He's like,
Gear Street.
Gear Street. Gear Street's where the Hells Angels Clubhouse is. East Gear Street's where the Hells Angels Clubhouse is, so nobody fucks around down there because they'll fucking stomp them. But I was riding my motorcycle one time, going through Durham to the Hells Angels Clubhouse before I switched clubs. Stopped at a red light, fucking pistol on my fucking side, sitting there, bah, bah, bah. And this fucking dude ran up, was like, "Hey, man, you need some dope? You need some dope?" And I'm like, "What?" Like, "No, motherfucker, get the fuck away from me." Henderson is worse than Durham. If you can believe it, brother, Henderson is worse than Durham.
Who said that?
What?
Virginia.
Yeah. Like, oh, I know Durham's a hood. Like I got homies out in Durham still.
Yeah, there's places in Raleigh that.
There's places in Raleigh you don't go to like that.
You don't go to Brentwood.
You remember Blunt Street? You wouldn't go to Blunt Street like that either.
Blunt Street. Yeah, I remember Blunt
Between
Street.
I'm that motherfucker though. Like I said, I can walk both sides of the track, so they usually fuck with me. But once they fucking figure out, hey man, that white boy's cool. You know what I mean? So, and most people didn't know that I was raised by a black woman. No, a lot of people didn't know I was raised by a black woman, and nobody ever asked. So I didn't ever say no. I didn't think it was abnormal that my mama was black. You know, and not to us. She's gonna knock your coffee over, so I want to grab that hot coffee. But I was like, yeah, I mean, that's just the way I was. Everybody weren't raised like that, and if you weren't, you should be, because it makes you think different, man. You know what I mean? So, and that sucks the way Mama Bernice went out, but it is what it is. Can't bring it back, but I got to go get my brother, and I got to help him carry some couches and shit out there. I just couldn't do it yesterday. I physically couldn't do it. What do you want, mamas? You don't know what you want, do you? She said.
Go, Sassy. You can't sit right there. Go.
Hey, most of them are cool people, dude. Just don't fuck with them. Like, they don't give them a reason to fuck with you, and they won't fuck with you. And like, I was in a opposite side of that spectrum too, where I was in like, well, just get it down or something, man. You're killing me over here. Well, we're already past 2 hours, man. Y'all want to go for like 15, 30 more minutes? Like, I got stuff to do, but it ain't like pressed that I have to be there right now. If y'all want, give me a thumbs up if y'all want to stay another 30 minutes. Twins' back's bothering him, but I love you guys, and I'll fucking a little bit of pain's fucking great.
Hey, we can have eggs and peppers.
No, fuck that. We're gonna go to the store and get a steak, or we're gonna grab a pizza, breakfast pizza or something. We'll go grab something.
Breakfast.
Yeah, we'll get a breakfast pizza. And since Adrian helped us, we can afford that. All right, I'll go another 30 minutes, man. Fuck it, and then I'll do tomorrow. I'll do it too. Hell yeah, I knew everybody's gonna give us thumbs up. I ain't never got a thumbs down unless I asked for a thumbs down. All right, we're going another 30 minutes in. Fuck it, because I love you guys, and I didn't get to see you yesterday, so. But nah, so I mean, there's, like I said, there's parts of every city that are bad, but Durham, you just got to know which side. Went to many fire plugs. Oh, dude, when a motorcycle club has a cookout, and you're invited, go. Some of the best food, dude. Like, oh, I was with a club, and we used to do like local like cook-offs. We had a chicken picking cook-off, and they asked me to cook, and I was like, sure, man. I wanted a little plaque for it, and we sold all of our chickens. We had to actually go back and buy 2 more cases to cook. And you talking about food, and oh, this is great. Like, parties are great at the club. Like, oh, I can't even tell you some of the stories on here. Like, oh, but I've been in some sticky situations with them things too. I've been in a fucking shootout in the parking lot of a fucking bar one time. I've been fucking tried to kill me on my motorcycle a few times. Had a motherfucker, the club that I used to hang out with, well, they were a different club, and then they were, so I'm going to tell a brief story. So there was a club called, what was the name of them now? Oh man, it was right there. Anyways, these motherfuckers, before the Hells Angels were in Durham, Stormtroopers. There was a club called the Stormtroopers, and they were bad motherfuckers. Like, the pagans stole their motorcycles from out front of their clubhouse. They went back to the pagans' clubhouse, stole their motorcycles back, and when the pagans were coming back to the clubhouse, they ambushed them in the motherfucking highway with a fucking van with a 50 cal machine gun and killed them all. And the Hells Angels saw it and was like, hey, we want y'all to be Hells Angels. That's how they got to North Carolina. They also shot a law rocket at the Hells Angels clubhouse and happened to go through the front door, out the back door, and blew a shed up in the backyard. Huh? Yeah, hell yeah, man. They fucking cook, bro. But those guys, man, like I said, they ambushed the pagans on the highway with a fucking 50 cal machine gun and shot them all and got their bikes back. And then that brought the club. When you walk into Hells Angels clubhouse in Durham, that's the first thing you see. You walk through this little door, and there's the old patch hanging. And then you look up the stairway going upstairs, and they got a big fucking demon, like Hells Angels demon stall head, man, looking down at you, painted on there. It's pretty cool. And there's a lot of history in that place. Like, the very first time I was invited there, I was nervous as shit. But one of the members walked me around the whole place and like showed me pictures from the 60s and 70s. Like, the way those guys document their history, it's fucking amazing. Like the Mongols, I know all them now. They're all really, really good guys too. Like their clubhouse, it's documented from December 5th, 1969 is when that club became. And they have stuff from all the way back then. Like in every clubhouse, all the clubhouses for that motorcycle club has the same shit in it with their members added. Like the Hells Angels has shit from the 60s, 70s, 80s, and it's all the clubhouses had the same shit basically. But it's just really fucking cool. It's history, man. I don't ride anymore and hang out with that shit, man. It just didn't work with it. You can't be a family man and a club man. Either you're a club man or you're a family man. And if you're in a club, the club comes before everything. And I'm just not willing to put my family out like that. So, but, and I mean, they're good guys. I mean, most of them are family guys. But there's some that you know the patches, and there's just some that you don't fuck with. Like the Hells Angels, if they got a filthy few patch, don't fuck with them. And if you see a Mongol and he's got a black heart, crossbones, and like a little skull on it, do not fuck with that dude. He will murder your ass. And that's exactly what that means. Like I talked to a guy from New York and he was in the Hells Angels clubhouse, one of their big parties that I got invited to. And he just sat at the bar, didn't talk, fucking just sat there and drank Cokes, no beer, no nothing. And I walked up to the bar and I kind of looked over and just nodded. He's like, "Hey man, how you doing?" I was like, "Doing good, brother. Hey man, hope you are." He was like, "Yeah, man." Well, he just kind of struck up conversation with me. I'm cool, very, very intelligent guy, like just extremely intelligent. And I was talking to one of the other members. I was like, "Man, that guy over there's cool as shit." He was like, "Yeah, he's cool." He was like, that's one of the dudes. He said, "All the guys in here, don't fuck with him." And I was like, I wouldn't anyways, man. That's disrespectful. Like, I wouldn't never fuck with anybody. He was like, "Nah." He was like, he said, "When people have problems, that's the one they call." And I was like, "Ooh, yes, sir." But I try to make friends with them guys. I made friends with them because I was at a bar one time for one of their parties that had shooters in Durham. And there was a drunk guy, and he spit beer on a member's vest. So I went up to the guy, and I was like, "You want me to take this motherfucker out there?" And they're like, "Nah, bro, we got it. Like, you club business. You ain't got to worry about it." And the other guy was like, "Damn, man, you were apt to come over there and just jerk this motherfucker out." I was like, "Yeah, man, for y'all." He was like, "Man, what are you doing today after the party?" I was like, "Oh, going back to the other clubhouse. The guys I was hanging out with, their clubhouse." He's like, "No, you ain't." He's like, "Where's your sponsor?" I said, "He's right there." He went over and said something to him, and I didn't know what he said. And my boy came over, and he was like, "Well, you're not going back to the clubhouse today." I was like, "What do you mean?" He was like, "They want you to go to a party at their clubhouse." I was like, "Dude, they're going to fucking beat me up." He was like, "Nah, bro, you got invited. You're going." Man, I had a goddamn blast. I went in, it was dark, and when I left the next morning, it was light, but it was fun. I'm 30 more minutes. We told him, just take her up. I'm sure, dude. They all have to work. Yeah, a lot of them are, man. She's coming, Sassy. Dang. But yeah, most of them are just normal dudes, man. They just have a club. And it's just fun. But enough of that. That's the old shit. I ain't done that shit in years, man. I used to ride with the Mongols a little bit. They were good guys too. Having single dad, raising kids, you're gone all the fucking time, man. Yeah, it's fun as hell, man. And you fucking fun. Go, Seth. She can't get out because that thing laying right there.
I think she wants water.
You want something to drink, Mama? Yeah, she still wants something to drink. And they're good guys to know, man, because if they love you, and they'll look out for you. I've seen some wild shit at those parties, man. It's fucking fun. Bring back a lot of fucking memories. It's probably hot because we're sitting next there. Let me see. Yeah, I wouldn't give her that. I did a tumbler for a Bandito member. Yeah, I've never met him. Opposite side of the club tracks, but I mean, that'd be pretty cool. That you got to do that too, because most of that shit's trademarked. Like the club members, like club stuff, most of them are trademarked. You have to have permission from the club to put it on something. That's what we're. I don't know much about soccer, man. I don't know. Who would you go for? Liverpool or United? I'm not sure, man. I don't watch much soccer. And I don't want to say the wrong one because those motherfuckers take that shit serious, son. Oh, hell yeah. Leave a top. It's a Mandarin. Uh-oh. I ain't getting in this one. Soccer fucking fans will burn a fucking stadium down over their team. I have seen that. Motherfuckers take that shit way more serious than Americans in football. Come on, that's what she wanted. She just wanted something to drink. She said, "That's what I wanted, man." D is still over there passed out. He ain't moved.
You got down, drink some water.
He's side sleeping, Mama. Mm-hmm. Yeah, D has to go up to that. Can't leave, man. Yeah, I mean, they all have. I was a sergeant at arms in the first club I was in. Of course, that would be me. But no, it's just cool that you got to do that, Krista. Like I got one of the clubs I was hanging out around lately, man. They got people that make shit for them. One of the guys made a metal bar topper, like cut it out of a CNC machine. That was pretty bad. That was pretty badass. I painted the clubhouse for him and shit, just working. You know, as a hang around prospect, you got to put in hours working. So you go out and clean the clubhouse, be there before everybody else and after everybody else leaves. And I spent a lot of time up there. Get there at 6 a.m. and wouldn't leave till 6 the next morning when the last member would leave. And sometimes the guys were cool. They'd be like, "Man, just go ahead and head home, man," because I had an hour ride home at 2 a.m. in the summertime, it's still cold. You're like, you're riding, it's still fucking cold, but you half-ass asleep. I ran out of gas one time riding with a couple members, and they fucking laughed at me because my bike didn't have a fuel gauge, and then yeah, it was fun. But that's just cool that you got to do that, Krista. I mean, that really is cool. Being they're the opposition, it's still cool though. But that's where you guys live. They're not. That where you guys live, that was one of the main clubs. Was I know the Angels are there, and I know the Mongrels are there. They're pretty much every state where there's basically every state in the United States, worldwide clubs. Those big clubs are worldwide. I've met guys from Thailand, Australia. I have a friend in the Mongrels now from Australia. Like he messages me every once in a while, checking on me. You know, all over the world. Like they're just good guys, man. But some are, some aren't. Just like everything else. Like everything else, some are, some aren't. But then you get some that are just assholes because that patch gets them thinking they got that patch on their back, makes them think they're invincible, and they're not. They're just like everybody else. Oh, yeah, dude, Mongols, by far one of the better clubs that I've rode with. Those guys are cool as shit, man. Like, I met them. So I'll tell you all a brief story. I just got my Harley, and I've been trying to get a bike for years. And when I got my bike, I told Mom, I said, watch, I'm going to post it on fucking Facebook, and you can ask her. I posted my bike on Facebook. Within 2 minutes, I had fucking my phone. Boom, boom, boom. Dude, you got a bike. Hey, man, come hang out with us, prospect for us. And it was all the clubs. And I was like, fuck, man. I was thinking about joining. I went and rode with a couple. I rode with the Pagans a little bit. I rode with the Red Devils a little bit. I just couldn't find my niche with them. And then I got online one day and saw the Mongols. And the guy was in North Carolina. I messaged him. I was like, hey, man, I'm interested in coming hanging around. He's like, we got to meet us first. I don't know who the fuck you are. He's like, can you be in Rocky Mount at 6 p.m. Friday? I was like, yeah, man. So I pull up, and the whole goddamn club is standing out there. And I pull up on my fat boy, and they're like, you made that bike look like a Sportster. Well, Twin ain't dumb. I got a Glock 19 and a buck knife. I will fight my way out of a situation. They took some pictures of us standing there. I'm all big as fuck then, and they asked me to come and you got to do a hang-around period first. Do that. Becoming dangerous. What's up, brother? Do the hang-around period for a year or so. Then you become a prospect. You can prospect for a year, 2 years, 3 years, however long you make it. It takes you whatever you're willing to put into it. And then you go to patch. But yeah, it was pretty cool, man. It was fun hanging out. But when you're riding on a highway and there's 500, 600, 700 bikes and they're all wearing the same color and they're all fucking doing whatever they want, because who the fuck's going to stop 600 motorcycles? You got the road captain stopping the fucking traffic from coming on us. And that was powerful. Like when you're in fucking, and you look up as far as you can fucking see, and you know all these guys got your back. As soon as I put that Wrecking Crew shirt on, they all had my back. I had some issues with one. I told a full patch pagan I would fucking beat his ass and take his patch. And I wasn't even in the club. And the Mongols heard that shit. And that's one reason they wanted me. And I had to go meet this dude and apologize to get in with the Mongols because they were like kind of friends. And I was at the fucking Applebee's and I'm pacing back and forth. And my boy looks over at me. He goes, man, why are you so fucking worried? I was like, bro, they're full club member of a fucking big patch club. And I ain't shit. He was like, motherfucker, first off, when you put that Wrecking Crew shirt on, you became part of this chapter. He said, I will gut every one of those fucking dirty bastards in the parking lot over your ass. So don't think you out here alone. Never look back. Yeah. Once you're a prospect, man, prospects get treated like shit. Like Susie Q, good morning. I've seen people get straight cussed out, and you just got to stand there and fucking take it, man. You got to be there and clean and beer, and you don't go home until they tell you to go home. You don't. Yeah, it's. But once you make some brains, get some bones going, you're pretty good. But that's the other part of the situation. You got to be able to you got to have tough skin and be able to take an ass chewing every once in a while. You know what I mean? But I ain't doing it no more, man. Now I'm all twin arrow survival and prepping and homesteading. That's the life that I choose now, and it's the one best suited for my life and my situation. It gives me the most enjoyment. It's all a test. And that they test you from fucking day one. Everything you do is a test. They want to see how you handle yourself. Like when I was there, we pulled up to a bar. I had to go in first and walk around and come out and report to the Sarge Arms, let them know there's no other clubs or anything in there. And it was all a test, man. But man, I want another bike. I want a fucking 2010 or newer Street Glide with the bags and shit with the fairing. Man, that's my dream bike. And you can pick them up pretty cheap. Just everything's expensive for twin right now. But I will have another. Mama Bear and I spent a lot of time on my little bike riding around. Amen to that one, Savage. That's me now, brother. I was never graced by being a Marine. And that was the one regret I had in life, was not joining the Marine Corps when I wanted to. Mama Bear and me, we had a plan. I was going to join the Marine Corps. She was going to go be a nurse. I was going to put my 20 years in, and I regret not doing that, man. That is I don't have regrets in life except for that one. And everybody tells me, man, don't regret that. The military is fucked. But in my life, it's a regret. I wanted to be a Marine so fucking bad. My grandfather was a Marine. I wanted to go in, and just life had other plans. Exactly. That's where I am now, dude. My family is my gang, I guess you could say. But I did want to be. I think I would have made a good Marine. I'm a big boy for Marine. They put me out there. My grandpa told me, you would have been in my fucking platoon. You would have had a fucking M60 machine gun. Yeah, I mean, I know, and that's what everybody, man, my boy Lee told me, man, you don't regret not going in. He was in the Army for 10 years. He was like, don't regret going in there. He was like, it's not what you, he said, you do some infantry shit like an hour a day, and the rest of the day you're cleaning guns and moving all the shit out of the fucking cubicles and putting it back in. And I would have loved to have done 20 years in the Marine Corps. I want to be a fucking, I want to do MARSOC, Marine Raiders. One of my good friends, Jody, he spent 20 years in, he was a MARSOC, Special Forces, man. He's been all over the world. But like you said, not only his body, but his mind is wrecked. Like, he doesn't know how to function without being a Marine. You know what I mean? And he just doesn't function well out here. So but I really wish I could have. That was my, Too Tall was my motorcycle club name. Too Tall. Yeah, man. Like, my grandpa told me, he said, my grandfather was a Marine in Vietnam, in Korea. He was like, you'd had M60. You're a big boy. You could carry the weight. He was like, you'd been a machine gunner. But like, man, I don't even know why I didn't go in. Just life. Mama Bear, had a plan then. She got snatched away from homeschool and shit, and I just went about my business, and life took me another path. But I might have been a good Marine, maybe not though. I don't know. I want to say I have. A 240. Yeah, see, that's what I would have. Lee, my boy Lee, that's what he did. He was big. He's a big boy anyways. He's not tall. He's just muscle, like a little Hulk. But he carried the 240. He said nobody would touch his 240. He said it wasn't allowed to be touched by anybody other than him. He said there was one other guy he would let do it, but had the big L can on the top of it and shit, man. He showed me some pictures of it. But yeah, I'd love to have been a Marine. Yeah, once a Marine, always a Marine. You're never an ex-Marine. You're always a Marine. You're just not you're a retired Marine. I said that one day. I was like, yeah, my buddy's an ex-Marine. He said, I'm not an ex-Marine. I'm still a Marine. He said, there's no such thing as ex-Marine. Once you're a Marine, you're always a Marine. I was like, damn, thank you for setting me straight on that. But yeah, I mean, my grandpa was like, you're a big boy. And my other buddy said, you would make a shit Marine because it takes too much to feed you. Not really, dude. I would have gave it my all. Every 1,200, I still hear. You fucking, yeah, standing attention. Yep, God has a hard on for Marines because he keeps heaven full. My grandfather's a Marine. He told me, don't go in the Marines, go in the Air Force. I was like, why? He's like, a lot easier and way better jobs. He's like, you're going to be a grunt. I wanted to live in the trenches and fucking carry guns and stay dirty and not shower for weeks at a time and shoot fucking bad guys. That would have been great for me. That seems like the life for Twin now, but thanks. I'm glad it's not happening. Like Call of Duty ain't happening in real life, but I kind of would like it to sometimes because I got a list. Oh, he's a zombie. Oh, he wasn't. Well, he's a zombie now, ain't he? A little cranial ventilation for everybody. It never hurt. But yeah, my grandfather was he was in the infantry, and then I guess after Korea, they put him in like a drilling. Well, DI. He was I don't know if they DIs or drill sergeants. I know the Army calls them drill sergeants, but I think drill instructors in the Marine Corps. I'm not sure. Don't quote me, but correct me if I'm wrong, please. But yeah, he did that, training the guys to go to Vietnam and stuff because that was the closest they had from war. And then he got sent to Vietnam and did a year or two there. Yep, Marines provide fresh souls for Jesus. I shot the M16A2, M24 saw, 50 cal mounted on a Humvee, grenade launcher, Sam, Law. See, dude, that is awesome. I used to love going to Camp Lejeune and hear them throw the grenades. You could hear them pop the grenades pop, and then they had a shooting range for the 50s. We had to drive by it. And then when you're in the middle of the base, they have like tank crossings and shit. It was just the fucking best place ever, man, when I was at. Yeah, and that's the thing, man. You could get to shoot all that shit. And where else in the world can you do that? No civilians that can shoot a fucking law rocket and get paid to do that shit. Even though it's not very well paid, but you still get paid. Turn that burner back on. You cut it off. Yeah, it's chilly. I'm wearing shorts. You got a hoodie and pants on. I'm wearing shorts and a t-shirt. Yeah, M60 was before. M240 is a bad motherfucker, though. Lisa, that's a bad motherfucker. Had the L can on top of it. Big, heavy motherfucker. The Ma Deuce. I'd love to shoot a Ma Deuce. Like, I got a 50, but not like that kind of 50. And just hear, boop, 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 boop. Oh, God. Dang it, that'd be fun. And they had it so that you would see them. They were up on a ridge, and then like a ways away, they had like big, like the trailer cubicles, like the movable cubicle things, and they were shooting those. And I wanted to be a Marsoc Marine. I don't know if I was too big for it or whatnot. I don't think it's the size of the dog in the fight, the size of the fight in the dog, especially with that shit, but it would have been good. Haven't heard that in a long time. Yeah, that's one of the ones you don't hear in a long. Yeah, the Ma Deuce, which is the Browning M19 50 cal machine gun. That the original gun that was built to shoot the round that our gun shoots. That was why that round was made, was for that machine gun. It's an actual machine gun round.
That's cool.
Killer Tomatoes and Adrian. See, I work with a guy that has SOTs and still got to play with the toys. That's fucking badass. I was a contractor for the DOD. I just went down and built buildings on the Marine base. We put it in Camp Lejeune for the guys coming home that were hurt and needed rehabilitating. I built the buildings and would build things down there for them. It was still cool. I got to hang out down there and met a couple real cool. I got to ride in a helicopter because of that. That was pretty cool. And you fucking just meet some cool people. I never got to shoot no guns or throw no hand grenades or nothing, but after that it was pretty cool. Everything else was really cool. The bases are different, man. He said we let contractors have some money. Yeah, I met a guy. He let me.
That's cool.
My brother, you've seen things. I've seen some things. I'm sure everybody on here has seen some things. I've seen some shit. Everybody says Twin needs to write a book. I don't know. Nobody is boring, but to me it's boring. But everybody else seems to think it's not. Man, it was cool down there. The base was cool though. It took forever to get on that motherfucker though, man. You had to go inside the building, and then I got searched one day. They just picked my truck randomly and was like, "Pull over for inspection." I was nervous as hell. I ain't nothing in the truck. It was all gone before I got there. They walked the dog around it and then slid this mirror thing up under it and let me go. But I asked the guys, and they were like, dude, they just pick random people out. That's their job. The MPs did that shit. Shore Patrol is what they call them, I guess. But he said they just pick random cars to do that too. All right, Savage. Have a good one, brother. Thanks for joining us for so long, man. We're going to get off here in a minute, guys, anyways, because Mama and I got to go get everything. Manual launched a MK46. No shit. How do you do that, Randall? Like the brief rundown of it. Because that would be fucking awesome. I just want to throw hand grenades and shoot at people.
Have a great day, Savage.
I would love to have a fucking the Bravo, the 240 Bravo, or hell, M60, man. Be like Rambo out in that motherfucker. If you're gonna have it, that's the one to have. But like Lee said, you were a target. When you shot that machine gun, people would shoot at you. He was like, that's squad gun. He was like, they shoot at you. But Lee, me and him sat out here. Mama said she should have had a video of us talking, and just the shit he was saying, man. He was like, it was some fucking cool shit he saw. He was in Iraq twice, I think. But then he retired. Now he's just stagehand work. But he's my fucking boy. That's my homie. We're cousins, but that's my brother from another mother. But he's one that trains a lot with us, and basically he's the only one that comes up and actually does some training with me. Everybody else wants to, but then when it's time, hey, grab your shit and come. Well, they always have excuses. Not Lee. Hey man, what are you doing Sunday? Nothing. What's up? You want to train? Hell yeah. And just our training just consists of us walking through the woods with gear and shooting the targets, man. It ain't like we do like unlock the fire controls on the MK32 mod 14 tube and pull, and then she pops out and does her business. Never returns. But yeah, we go out, man. Like if he's got new gear and he wants to see how it rubs or works, and if it doesn't work, we wear it. Like it's just cool, man. Plus we talk about random shit. It's like a therapy. Go out and put 8 miles in the fucking woods with heavy ass shit. You learn some shit about somebody. You learn how far they're willing to push themselves. When that shit starts hurting, most people just want to shed the pack, sit for 10 minutes. No, we don't. And when he pisses, I walk back and pull security. When I piss, he does the same thing. When we stop to take a break, we don't put our rifles down. Like you never not have that rifle on your body. I did it one time. I went to take my pack off and set my rifle up against a tree, and he cussed me out for 15 minutes. You never put your fucking gun down. I'm like, what? We're in the woods. He's like, I don't give a fuck if we're in the woods and there ain't nobody shooting at us. Never put that fucking gun down. He's like, you took 5 steps away from it, you'd be dead. He was like, never put your rifle down. And I never have since. And I set it down the other day, though, and he looked at me funny. And I was like, I'm picking it back up, and I ain't walking away from it. I can't take the pack off, my shit off without taking the rifle off. He's like, figure it out. So, but it's just little things like that if you don't have a person that was knowing the shit like that, you wouldn't know, you know? I wouldn't know not to set your rifle down and walk off, man. I didn't think about it. I'm at home in the woods. Nobody's shooting at us, but you got to train like your life depends on it because it fucking does. So you start training like that, and when the shit starts, you revert back to your lowest amount of training. So if you're training like that, then you ought to do it. No shit. It squirts it out using high pressure air from the MK1 flask rear of the tube. No shit. So you were on a ship? I mean, obviously it's a torpedo. So like, what? That would be awesome though, dude. just to know that and see that kind of equipment. Like most people that don't know anything about the military can't fathom the shit we have. And they only tell us probably what 10% of what they really have and what they can really do, just enough to keep us thinking that we know something. But like also on the flip side of that coin, when I would have went in at my 4-year mark would have been 2001, if that lets you know anything. So at my 4-year mark, 2001, I would have been in war the whole fucking time I was in the Marine Corps. So maybe God had a different plan for me. Maybe I have a big plan now. Like maybe Twin Arrows Survival's got a, I think about that sometimes. Maybe God has a bigger plan. Maybe I'm the one that's going to help a bunch of people survive, or maybe I'm not. I don't know. But who knows? I just keep doing what makes me happy, and training and shooting guns and prepping for the end of the world keeps me happy. It keeps me humble too. My YouTube channels keep me humble too. It's like, man, you never know what, and I know all this shit for a reason. Like I just study and I'm interested in it, and I keep studying and keep learning shit. So maybe there is a reason why we all know this. Maybe there's a reason we're all together. Everything happens for a reason. I'm a firm believer in that. Maybe there's a reason the YouTube channel came so I can meet all you guys. Who knows, man? We might be in the middle of a fucking combat situation, but like, ain't you Twin Arrows? We're at war the whole time I was in. I have an idea of peacetime military. See, that's becoming dangerous. Mama Bear and I was talking about it because I'd have went in what, 98, 96? I graduated what? I'd have went in 99 after school. Oh, I'm sure, man. Well, with ACR, when his dad passed, I didn't know my live chats were helping him like that. He told me that. I didn't know he relied on our live chats to help ease the pain from that. I would have never guessed listening to my dumbass on a fucking phone would ever help anybody through something like that. And that humbled me greatly, like very greatly. I'm about to in tears thinking about it. And like when y'all say, man, damn, Twin, your lives help. Like, really? Like looking at me and Mama Bear in the camper, all fucked up, just woke up, ain't took a damn bath yet. Like, oh shit, phone's died. Look, hey, Kenneth, welcome, man, and please come every time I have a live, man. If you got time, jump on, bro. I'd love to see you. But yeah, like Mama Bear said, man, you'd have been at war the whole time. And who'd have known when you come back, you might not have been the same person. You wouldn't be the same person when you left. So maybe USS San Jacinto started Desert Storm on January 17th, 91. First shoot, no shit. Dang, bro. That is fucking wild, man. See, this is just cool having all kinds of friends like this. Like, man, like, but Mama was like, dude, you'd win and you've been at war the whole time. Like, that's just for 20 years, all time. So, Bill Armory's, Ohio Armory sells bars. Fuck it. I'd love to have a BAR. A buddy of mine's got a semi-automatic one. It's a heavy motherfucker, but it's fun to shoot. So, well, guys, I have got to get on the road. I don't even know. We got so much shit to do today. We don't even know how we're going to get it all done. So, thank you for joining me for 2.5 hours your mornings. And thank you for everything you guys do for us. And thank you for subscribing and pushing my channel and stuff. We love you guys, man. And I'm going to do a live chat in the morning. I'm feeling a lot better. I felt like shit yesterday. I wasn't going to get on here. He said, oh, I got it. Your eyes. My eyes tell a lot of my story, bro. Mama Bear says the same thing. You can tell in my eyes. Like a lot of things I don't let, but you hit the nail on the head. So we love you guys, man. Y'all stay safe. I'll see y'all on Discord. And oh, Stocks, what's up, brother? Well, I'm about to get off and you jump in. But good morning, and I'll be on tomorrow morning at 7. Y'all stay safe out here, man. Stay safe. It's getting crazy out here, and this weather's crazy. But you guys know the drill. Stay safe. Watch your 6. Always forward.
Always forward.
Love you guys.
Y'all.
Oh, come on. So we got tractor supply.